Yeah, that's what it's
Here we go.
called. We're gonna go.
What happened last time? Very quickly, since we already reviewed it.
We were coming out of
Busted.
Ragnorum. Yeah, we were coming out of the Ragnorum encounter, but they're actually called 4, and they look like Ragnorum at least, and they talked like Ragnorum, and they seemed like Ragnorum. Ash and Zern showed up for a minute, and she was just like, "Hey, that's messed up. That's not supposed to happen. I'm gonna assign a guy to you guys to maybe not have that happen again." We were like, "Okay, whatever." Everyone went about their day for the time being. Alright went to go see his family in a mystical, faraway place they teleported to. And he went into there and he went like, "Hey, can I bring in a friend?" And they're like, "Yeah, but like if they say anything, we kill you." And he's like, "Okay, cool." And then he leaves. And he comes back with Ash. He's like, "Hey, here's my buddy who saw a crazy white-eyed stranger who's following me, and it makes me think I'm crazy." And RI's family was like, "Actually, that seems like something that's been happening to us, but don't know what that's about. So let me ask the big man upstairs real quick." And they communed with the Raven Queen, and the Raven Queen was like, "Yeah, the white-eyed stranger is poking around your family. Don't know what that's about, but your sister, who's at this temple in the middle of nowhere, is also being visited by him. So you should go see him." And so Ri and Ash went back to the group, and they were like, "Hey, we should go see Ri's sister in the middle of nowhere in the 3 days we have left before the timer runs out." And so we bought a bunch of horses, and we sprinted that way towards the temple. Along the road to the temple, in the middle of the night, we got stopped by an individual in a cloak. And we were like, "Hey, bud, what are you doing in the middle of the street?" And they didn't say anything, and they pulled out the super scary sword that the multi-champion got, and we were like, "Oh shit, we're getting jumped." They threw a bunch of hands, and it was really bad until a purple-eyed woman showed up with fans, and she threw hands and took care of the multi-champion and like basically kidnapped her, and just walked off. And we were just like, "Oh, don't know what that's about, but that's scary because we're all really low on health, and that person just won that fight instantly. Don't like that." So now we're standing here in the middle of a field, dead as hell.
With the person that was assigned to you being like, "What happened? What was that? Why, there was a wall of purple fire? That's never good."
I think Ash sits there just kind of like staring straight ahead, not at anything really specific right now for a minute. And he's just gonna walk over. He's gonna put his finger on Nir's ring. See what's Cedric doing right now? Is he still in there?
Oh yeah, he's still in there. He's just hanging out.
No, he's not there anymore.
Oh, he's gone.
Gotcha, bitch.
He's gonna put his finger on the ring.
He's just in a different room in the ring.
Yeah, he's gonna put his finger on the ring, and he's going to ask, "Did that woman say anything to you?"
Did they have a moment in the last session?
At the end of it, she went over and put her finger on the ring for a minute, and then walked off.
Ah. She said she pitied me.
He's gonna take his finger off the ring. What's Revenant doing? I think that's what he's looking for right now. He's gonna then turn. What's Revenant's? What's he doing right now?
That's a great question because I wasn't here last time. He is catching his breath and just kind of chuckling to himself.
Derek is gonna look at the guy who was like, "Who was that?" And he's gonna say, if I have my history correct, which I believe I do, that is the lore in general from the Pillars of Historia, Rio.
Do we know her? Do we know that?
Is she like, she's a well-known part of the Herald like story, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Only somebody.
It's not. He would have just amended it to just be like, that was a Maloran gem.
She's pretty problematic.
Yeah, I feel like Tullius in particular would probably be telling a lot of people about Rio.
Tell he doesn't
That's
shut
fair.
the fuck up. So yeah.
She'd be posting like
Yeah.
like lost girl pictures. Rio.
Yeah.
Lilith.
Have you
Have
seen
you
this
seen this
lore in
woman?
general?
That's extremely accurate.
Have you seen this little elf girl?
It's on the side of a milk carton. What the fuck?
Answers to Rio, actually named Lilith.
Yeah.
Don't call her that though; she'll kill you.
Yeah, she will kill you.
Can I also clarify something, Reed? When Titus had the vision of like all the bullshit when he was dealing with the dragon, he has no names associated with any of that, right?
No
It was
names,
just-
but he did see her. I believe I said
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm figuring because the name probably wouldn't register, but like seeing that shit absolutely would.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's not possible. She's locked up by the heralds. That can't be. You can see he's in a very denial type of thing right now, and part of the grieving process. He's immediately in this stage right now, as he's just kind of looking about and understanding how utterly powerless he is in this situation.
Yes, well, there's also not supposed to be a clone of Ragnorum Gekken running around, but he also tried to kill us a few days ago, so you're catch up quick. Another question. I don't know if what would happen to it at the end of the last session. You had described that Rio had kicked the sword that the champion had out of her hand. Did it disappear, or is it still here?
Disappeared.
Okay, I kind of figured,
right.
but it'd be interesting.
She
to
uses it like a
investigate.
keyblade, like we established multiple times.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but
Yeah.
just thought I'd double check.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Um,
worth it. That'd be pretty neat to try and snag that little
Well,
little
it's
bonus.
a claw or something. so
The
you can't
old
move it.
+8 sword.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to like investigate it and get some.
Oh,
While-
yeah.
While everybody
+8
is like,
explode. Everybody.
while everyone is licking their wounds and stuff, Theric is gonna sit just in the middle of everybody, crisscross applesauce, with his holy symbol of Coralon out, and just gonna start repeating a one prayer over and over for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna cast Prayer of Healing at 3rd level. Everybody gets
We have no time. We have to go.
Yeah.
12,
We got
12 hit points.
12 HP. I'll take that.
Um.
Another question, Dan.
Yeah, it's
So-
fine because also it's been 4 months. So
It's been 4 months. Yeah, it's still
This is
Tell me,
okay
call me.
session wise. I'm saying this for everybody because it's gonna take a little minute to get back in the flow.
Rio did not have her mask on when she was throwing hands with this champion.
No.
This is there like visually? Do these two look similar whatsoever?
Who to?
That's an odd. But the champion and Rio, did they look like? Because
Twinsies?
basically, the angle that Ash is like, it's an intrusive thought that he's like trying to see if he can get rid of, is like Beltron has seemingly copied Ragnorum, which was a Maloran general running around, or like someone heavily related to Melora. It's not out of the realm of possibility in his head through this intrusive thought that he could copy someone who's still running around and might not be happy about that.
I guess
And he's
make
trying-
an insight check.
Yeah, and he's trying to see if that's like if there's any like visual relation between them. Oh, that's a good roll. 19.
Mm.
Yeah, my Foundry cameras keep cutting out after like a minute or so. I'm trying to figure out how to make it not do
Oh,
that.
it's everybody. Everything's a fucking mess. It's fine.
Yeah.
Is what it is. I'll get who I can. I'm grateful for who I have, and we'll do what we can visual. It'll be fine, and maybe it'll settle down because normally it does.
Well, I'm saying this less for the visual, more of I want the cameras, and because that makes it easier for me to play off of, and I'm wanting to fight Foundry on this. But is what it is.
Yep.
I could just pop out every camera. I feel like that would be annoying.
I pop out Reed's camera.
I pop out all of them. That's how I set all this up.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. I pop out all of them, just fight it. But okay. That was just something, because things of like he's never run into a Malorn general or a multi-champion, but just with the line of things that have happened to him, it's like, well, that's a crazy idea.
It's not an outrageous thought, but you definitely don't have enough information right now to really make a solid conjecture. Besides that, I DM'd you.
But
So
yeah.
what?
The great Ash. I made a connection. Keep that one to yourself, Bucko.
Looking at the guy.
That one.
Looking at the guy. So I guess what's your role? Are you just like supposed to send messages back when things happen? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that one, kind of gesturing towards where the multi-champion was, that's one of the ones that's been following the claw-armed one and has been showing up.
Okay. Yeah. You can see when you're saying this, like he's starting to get a sense of control back over the situation. Yeah. And he starts to get really into it. And what was she wearing? And he starts getting like a detailed account, and he's like, you're knocking him a little out of it. This is how he can compartmentalize the lack of control. Because this is no schmuck either that's been thrown with you. This is like a talented mage that's been tagged along here.
All right. Ash will walk over to Revenant. All right, you're gonna do something. Go nuts.
Yeah, Neo just wants to take away that sense of control, and was going to be like, how do you think Rio got out of the Herald's grasp then?
He ignores you. You can see him physically like flinch as he's still doing notes and other stuff.
Then he'll just, Ash and them talk. He's just gonna like sit nearby talking to somebody and be like, "Oh, maybe she broke out or like killed someone." Like really just sewing those things as he's taking notes or whatever.
Oh, it's definitely he's slowly peaking the anxiety. Like there's pacing happening while he's pretending to have a good demeanor.
Yeah. Ash will walk over to Revenant. Have you had any experience with any of those before, or is that a first for you?
Oh, with her? Well, you know what? Let's make it a little interesting. Stories always told me to get to know everybody, and this feels like just as good as a time as ever to play a little icebreaker game. Question for question, get to know each other kind of thing. And so, start now. To
Is
answer
this
your question,
really the time? As I'm like already loading up the horse, like I get wanting to do this, but like my sister is in danger.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I'll just answer the question on the road.
Can it be a conversation we have while we're riding, or will we be like, okay.
The question with that, Derek needs a horse. His horse is dead.
Can you just ride with me, or is like?
I'm just gonna ride on the back of Titus's horse.
Can we just steal the horse from the dude following us?
But then he's not 100 meters behind.
Yeah,
he's just getting dragged. He's he's exactly 100 meters behind the whole way. He's just getting ragdolled the whole way.
It's awful. It's awful.
How big is a horse?
A horse.
It's about horse size.
Yeah.
Well, did you watch the Derby yesterday?
I mean, horses are pretty big, so like,
are they large? Because I don't have a horse. I have my fine steed, which is a large creature.
They would not be large, I don't think.
Yeah, they'd probably be medium creatures.
I could be a large creature for 60 seconds.
I probably got space on my steed that you guys don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, that's a great question. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
It is a giant dire wolf that is made of spectral or decomposing bodies stitched together.
Oh,
That's awful.
that's
Derek
awful.
doesn't want to ride on that. Derek does not
I
want to
love
ride on
it,
that.
but it's awful.
Yeah, I love it for the character. Awful
It
creation.
smells bad.
There was
Okay.
definitely a moment when you first summoned it where I like shot one bolt into it, and then when it didn't do anything, I was just like,
Ash'll offer up his horse. I think he wants to talk to Revan about this. He'll go give his horse to Derek.
All right, thank you.
You're gonna ride
Actually,
with Revenant?
Now ride on the dire wolf. Sure.
All right.
It's one of those days,
Aw.
dude.
All right. Are we ready to kick it?
Oh, god damn it.
I love
Do
it.
you
All right,
sit
let's
on the
get
people?
going.
Die.
There's a
All
spot.
right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're going.
Okay, we're
Got
booking
a
it.
timer.
Yes, was it 3 hours, 12 hours, something like that?
I think it was 12.
Something
I think it was like a
12
half
or so
day,
hours.
because-
It was like half a day left
Yeah.
because we were getting into like the late morning.
It was it a day and a half ride straight total?
Something
I
like
think
that.
I think we've done a day,
Yeah.
and we still have the last like half.
No,
day
I think we
to
did 2 days because we made 2 concepts.
go. Right.
I think. Anyway, you were gonna answer that question, Ryan.
Yeah.
What would you?
Oh,
what'd you have?
I've encountered Rio. She is a force of nature. If she showed up on the battlefield, we knew that we were gonna win. So the fact that we've come away with our lives is a miracle.
Well, on that we can agree, but I feel like any one of her positions is a force of nature. But you, I guess, have more experience than that.
Watched her slay countless people. Whole armies decimated just with a flick of her wrist.
Sounds about right. Sure, she's an absolute idol for you to aspire to be.
Something like that. Certainly tried to. And I believe that makes 3 questions.
Okay, you're welcome to ask your own. You've got 3 stored away, I guess.
Oh, I only have 1 question for you. The rest, I want to get to know everyone else. So you strike me as someone who's better kept than the other ones. Would you say number 3? First question. I guess that's the first question. Why are you here? Really? You have a life. You have something. So, just curious why you're here.
Well, in that regard, you and I are fairly similar. Story has basically forced us into this, and we are just trying to make it work.
Fair enough, number 3.
Is number 3 the amount of days it's going to take you to memorize a 3-letter name, or...
Oh. No. You see, I only know the names of people I respect. But I know how important it is to communicate, so I've implemented a system of nicknames. And this one does double duty. It reminds me how important you are all to keep alive. I point to Ri. 1. Point to Theric. 2. Point to Ash. 3. I point to Titus. 4. I look around. I find Nier. Number 6.
Why did it take longer for you to find Nier? What are you trying to say?
I don't know if Cecil's here.
Yeah, what about Cecil?
Yeah.
He's got his own horse.
Derek could have just taken that horse the entire
Nope.
time.
Yep.
He's so hungry.
If Cecil's here, Revenant would point to Cecil and say, number 5.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure that is wonderful that you are at least being able to communicate. Good low bar to clear.
If I didn't, I might die.
No, I'm sure that would be such a shame. Ash is going to kind of just space for the rest of the evening. He's does not like having met him more in general. He does not like that at all. He's not like it today.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys racing to this area? Dude, did I give you, like, how close you were? In the sense of, like, hours to distance? Was it a close call or
I could have
something?
sworn we were.
It was like right, like we had
We were,
just
like-
enough time to make it full
Yeah.
steam.
That's what I thought.
Like no time to
Yeah.
I
spare,
remember it
but
was
we
like
could
3
make it.
days, and then you guys went on horses.
I'm gonna be honest. I remember us being like a couple hours shy.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was like 3 or 4 hours. Like
Like we would arrive at the
if we went
destination
perfectly.
like 2 hours after the countdown.
I thought it was
yeah.
like 2 hours.
Oh, I
before.
thought it was the other way.
something small. Yeah, I thought it was like we make it, but it's a very small window to do it.
like
From what I'm hearing,
we
it's
weren't gonna make it
ambiguous,
if we
maybe.
stopped to sleep, but since we're
yeah,
pushing through,
like it wasn't like we didn't have a full 8 hours, but we had less than that.
Okay, you guys approach with 2 hours on the clock, baby. Till the countdown. As you approach, you find a really beat up rock formation, and you can see on top the ruins of what must be this Raven Temple that people are referring to. The terrain is desolated from this long walk and from the terror of the Madness Horde, but it is recovered in time. Without this evil, moss grass has returned to the place, plants have started coming back, and animals and such are in the area. It is night by the time you guys get there. Let's get the global clock to be about right. Let's go, we said 2 hours, so we'll go back. Boop. Go about D.
Just like that.
Midnight, huh? That'll be fun.
Why not?
No, that could make it a nice number.
And
well, yeah. Unfortunately, this isn't a 24-hour time.
That's
so-
true. We do have 25 hours on the
Yeah.
clock in Zenya, baby.
yeah, well, you get it. That's just translated like in Tolkien would say when, you know, like, oh, this isn't actually literally what it is. It's just what we,
Understanding
Receive
could
it.
be.
yeah.
That's the closest thing we can get to it.
Sure. Sure.
Our brains would explode if we could comprehend 25 hours a day.
Okay, I don't know about that, but maybe liquefy, but explode is a bit much.
Let's see. I'm not gonna grab every character right now. Instead, we'll just grab.
All right.
Yeah, grab Ri. He's the big one today.
Sure.
It's Ri's special day.
Ori's
He's
gonna.
birthday,
Oh, you look
Ori's the
kind
death
of
day.
fine. Sure, that's what's gonna represent him right now. What was the thing to? Was it control? To try and get the zoom better. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate Tails.
I got no idea.
I don't know.
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
I think he's doing stuff
Trying to
with
zoom
longer.
in a little better.
I just use scroll wheel. Is that not?
Yeah, I'm zoomed in all the way. Let's see. If I go. All right. It's just more messing with things. Don't worry about it. All right. So, Mr. Ori. Oh, don't look too hard at that face. You find yourself here in this area that is, the terrain is rock filled with trees and moss and overgrowth. You do notice lights are on, torches are lit in this area. There is a horse that is hooked up by rope to a stone pillar over here in this area, and it looks like the temple itself is all the way over here.
Are you in Tailspire?
Yeah, but say if you're doing like Tailspire or something, we can't see it.
Yeah, I thought I was losing my mind.
Fucking shit! I never shared OBS. Well, the stream sees it just fine. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
They're doing numbers.
they're
right
loving
now.
it. They're having a great day.
OBS has been recording and doing just fine.
That's what matters.
Just fine.
All right, Buckaroonies, Buccachinos.
So back.
You feel better now?
Oh, we're so back.
We're so back.
We're so
I
back.
see the
Let's
vision.
go.
All right,
Yeah,
give me
I
We'll
was.
go over for a bit, but we're right now so back.
1 second. I gotta change something.
We are so Elizabeth so back.
Yeah,
There.
whatever that guy said.
All right, that's better. It's all fixed. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This is the massive rock foundation place, and there's a ruined temple where my dumb face is. Okay, there we go. Can we get even further up? Okay, even more zoom. There we go.
Wonderful.
There's what you're seeing, and these lights seem lit all the way throughout. And what I was highlighting, as Hunter so aptly assumed was correct, he's like, what are you doing with your cursor there? I'm saying over here there is a horse. God, I hate my camera where it's at. Give me a second. Boop.
Hey, Batty.
Boop.
Hi,
Mini
Batty. Hi,
DM
little
today.
Batty.
Live read reaction.
Yeah, live read reaction.
Here is where there's a horse doing the classic Skyrim where you hear it pat on the ground and just doing its horse thing, grazing inside
Horsing about.
this area. What do you do, group? That is being
Approach the
signified by
horse.
this or I one.
Approach the horse and try to look around at track marks to see what's most recent. What's the most recent direction?
Sure. Give me a nature check. Well, survival would be tracking, right? Survival. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, just survival.
I meant a survival check for tracking. For tracking the footsteps. Investigation if you want to look at the horse.
Survival 16.
Okay. You do notice fresh tracks that lead from this area of the horse up the right side and around on the stones. It fades once it gets up on the stones. It's not as clear. But down here, you can see clear indentations of would be heavy boots.
I will start in that direction. Crossbow out.
Crossbow.
I'm summoning my trident.
Okay.
For this.
And you know what?
This is clearly an ambush.
I'm gonna have my Crimson Right active. So I gotta do a little bit of
And
damage.
was it just one track? Like it looked like one pair of boots, or did it look like more than one?
It appeared like one.
Okay.
I don't know
Could
why
be two,
all of you are
no.
so quiet. Why do you all sound so quiet?
I don't know.
If it's all of you, it's gotta be.
It's gotta be me.
Well, everyone else. I mean, it is May. That is true. It's the 4th.
It's fine. It's fine.
Happy
Wow.
Star Wars Day.
I turned it up. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Star Wars Day. While everyone else is arming themselves, Ash will just pull out his pocket watch and kind of use dancing lights so we can actually see the watch because it's pitch black right now. Besides these torches.
When I activate my Right of the Dawn, my
Oh, that's right. It does. It
crossbow
does make
basically
light.
turns into a torch.
Yeah. Anyway, Ash pulled out his pocket watch, checks the time, and is like, "Okay, I'm giving this about 20 minutes to find your sister before I'm reading for an hour, before we might get murdered."
Now is not the time to read.
Now's the time to bleed.
And Revenant stabs him just to make the joke.
I'm the man with the white eyes.
Yeah. Now you're speaking my language. Stab, stab, stab.
Hey, Reed,
Yeah.
would it be possible for me to just pop a small healing potion real quick, and to also hold my Giant's Might action or bonus action?
I mean, you can't hold a bonus action, but you can
I
just
know,
use it
but
if you
it's
want.
like the
You
first
can be
sign of, like-
prepared, and then you're gonna want to try and trigger it as soon as possible. But I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
it's an
yeah, yeah.
insta trigger. You can pop
Okay.
your potion. That's totally fine. Do that and heal.
Gotcha. We'll do.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a bonus action, so I'm wondering if I could pop it as soon as possible. And I don't know, if
Oh,
we
I
go
also
on
have a
initiative.
potion. Where did I get that?
I think we did a shopping run before we left and maybe got
I
him.
think so. Yeah.
That'd be my only guess.
I have.
I don't have any
4.
potions in my inventory.
Right.
That's unfortunate, but you're the healer.
Titus and Ash, it looks like.
I got
Thank
some
you.
non-healing potions, healing potions.
Oh, that's a 1.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
yoga
rough.
ointment and revitalizing brew.
Hey, we're up to 40 HP.
That is much more than I have right now. I cannot fault you.
I was at 22 at the start of the
Oh,
session.
you all do short rest because we all what? You took damage from her, from the champion. Yeah, everyone at least take a short rest and then add an additional 20 HP.
I'll take it.
Free
Can
20
I-
flat on top of whatever our total is?
Yup.
All right. You got it, boss.
Because of that,
Got
can I
it.
actually not drink that healing potion? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It then.
Yep.
Okay,
Because
appreciate it.
Yep.
I think it was just a
Yep.
like lesser. Yeah, it's just 2d4 plus 2.
Let me see here. I'm at 24, 50, 30. Let's see here.
I was able to get the whole crew out. Look at that. 1, 2, 3,
Alright, I'm
4,
back to
5,
full.
6.
Hell yeah.
You guys
Roll
approach the bridge.
Was it
You-
20 HP or 20 temp?
20 HP.
20 HP.
It's almost impressive that the bridge still stands even after what clearly was the destruction of this once beautiful place by the Madness Horde. You can see claw marks everywhere ingrained into the stone where flora has not come back, has not found its way here. The fire, as you guys get close, it is not normal burning fire. It is clearly magical fire. Passive Arcana of 10. Anybody would notice that. The temple itself seems to have a somber, melancholy feeling about it, as whatever was once beautiful here is now very broken, battered, and whatever spiritualism that was once here is barely hanging by a thread. Orai, as you step up to this bridge gate, the beginning of it, the mouth, rather, you see a single raven sitting far above on top, just looking down at you.
I'll make eye contact even though my mask is up,
Yeah.
and I'll just bow my head slightly towards it and then focus ahead.
All right. How do you guys want to cross the bridge?
Carefully.
Okay. Go
One
ahead.
by one.
I'll let Alright take the
Could
lead.
Titus, can I do a perception and not an investigation to look to see if there are any, traps, crevices, or anything on the bridge?
Sure. You can make a
I don't-
perception to see if anything is off.
Yeah,
not-
just that's kind
yeah.
of what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
it's not a
really
check for
traps.
traps, but it's a...
Any red flags that's going to fuck us over.
Sure.
No, that's not great. That's going to be a 15.
That's very good. What the fuck are you talking about?
I rolled
What
an
is
8 and then I
wrong with
realized I had a +7.
you? These people. Okay, that does make sense, but 15. That passes nearly all checks.
Nearly.
That's like 75% of checks. A 15 will pass. What you notice, Titus, as you step up, your excellent scouting abilities, your season pass and great history of bounty hunting in martial warfare, you notice the bridge integrity is extremely poor. Everybody else has a sense of that, but you feel quite certain that given enough pressure, an area like here will collapse.
Titus would make this apparent to the group, and honestly, wait, no, Nier's big now, right? So Titus is technically the smallest one in the party, right?
Littlest boy.
Theric is the smallest one in the party, not
Yeah,
Titus.
I meant Theric, my bad.
That's
my
right,
bad.
I got to change near size. Oh, shit.
But even though sending our healer across is probably not the best idea, sending the smallest person might be a decent idea, or somebody who isn't really big.
I mean, I was gonna go first and just
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
that's
carefully
same here.
cross.
Yeah, that's
Ori
Ori
has the
deal.
dexterity as well to do it.
Well,
That's
do
true. That's true.
All right, I'm going across.
Yeah, go
Go
for it.
nuts. Bye.
Cautiously and investigating along the way.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's very good. That is a 24.
You notice what was pointed out by Titus, and as you come close, you can actually see with your with his aid and then your keen aptitude for noticing traps exactly where the faulty footing is for this bridge at this point. And you can stop right before it, making the jump trivial. It's a 5-foot jump, but you know, not knowing whether the floor would fall out or you or not could have been a problem or hazardous. But your strength alone, I'm certain you're higher than like an 8 or something. Yeah, you can just jump across.
You would need a strength of 5 to be at risk. A 4 to be at risk of that.
That's what I thought. I
Nice.
thought it was I thought it was literally the number itself.
Yeah.
Ori is able to make the jump, and he lands safely.
I'll call back. So just be careful right before the edge, and just follow my tracks. And I'm just gonna take a Do I have a little knife or something? I don't. I'm gonna just take like a crossbow bolt, and I'm gonna like make X's in the most stable areas that I'm walking along.
Sure.
And make, just scratch it into the rock.
You got it.
Yeah.
And craft a path for us.
Okay. Because Ori is doing that, it makes it easy and seamless for the group. There's only one other place that he sees, and he's able to jump over as well. That is fragile. The group is able to, because no one has a strength lower than 4, able to make all those jumps.
All right. As we're walking up to the bridge, and you're having said, "Hey, you shouldn't read it. Like that's cringe at this point." She's like, "Wait, no, you're right. At this point, either we die or we're fine. Because I don't need to with that short rest. We got it."
Okay.
I love wizard short rest. Anyways.
Okay.
As we get closer, and Theric is going to tap Ori on the back and give him a death ward. So that'll be my other 4th level slot.
Sounds good.
But it feels like that might be useful.
Okay.
What was your other 4th level?
Why are you guys all on edge? Chill the fuck out.
I think I used it during the.
It's just the
multi-player
30-day countdown coming. Was it 30 or 14
Yeah.
days?
It was 10. It was 10.
It was like 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 10 days. Yeah.
So Cecil does have a strength of 4, but he also can just fly. But
Yeah, he's fine, yeah.
Cecil would not be able to make that jump.
This
Yeah,
party's only been together for 10 days. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
And you've been here for less.
Yeah, you've been here for less.
Nier doesn't even know everybody's names yet.
That tracks. That tracks.
Revenant intentionally doesn't know anyone's names. Nier just doesn't.
Oh, I forgot he was still here.
All right.
What does Nier think our names are?
He just nods when you guys talk to each other.
Yeah, he makes eye
The tried and
contact and
true.
nods. Anytime
Like-
he needs someone attention, he makes eye contact and goes, "You."
Well, he just starts like looking at people until someone else like talks like, "Oh yeah, do you need something?" He's like, "Yeah."
Silly
This
little
guy.
Silly little guy.
As you approach, you notice the door has been punched. Oh, not punched, that's the wrong word. It is been wrecked off its latches and fallen down to the ground. You can see a place that once had pews and tables and all sorts of worship for the Raven Queen has been destroyed. Not desecrated, but destroyed. The place is in extremely rough shape and rough repair. There you can see a large interpretation of the Raven Queen painting, probably like 10 feet by 10 feet, ripped and torn, most of it missing. You can see just the claw marks everywhere. Just constant lizard claw marks. The key unit, the key soldier of the Madness Horde.
Memories.
You can hear the tiniest bit of shuffling of feet somewhere throughout this area. Books have been tossed around, and the walls, they almost feel oppressive. They feel claustrophobic. Somehow it feels like it's even smaller than it really is. Do you guys enter?
Yes.
In you go.
And as we come in, you're just gonna just do like a detect magic, like with ruins and stuff. He's comfortable in ruins.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's kind of now he's in the treasure hunter mode of like what is around here.
Yeah. As you detect magic, you're able to see a couple books that glow over by the hearth. Otherwise, everything is mundane.
Yeah. So he'll walk over there and pick him up, and if not, he'll bring them over and go up to Ash and just go. What are you? Do these mean anything to you?
What am I looking at? What do we got?
These
they're
are
books.
basically hymns for worship of the Raven Queen, and they are magical, that they allow for like minor illusions or I guess it would just be minor illusions. It's a way to be able to visualize certain things inside that are in the text, and they actually can visually show symbology of the Raven Queen,
So there are
stories
pictures. Got
and
it.
so on.
Yes, they're quite interactive
pop-up
pictures.
book.
Yeah,
It's not a picture book. It's a pop-up picture book.
Yeah.
Ooh.
These are texts used in the worship of the Raven Queen for the practitioners here back when this temple was probably in use. It's probably best to be given to Ori once this is all over, if we make it out of this.
I mean, we can bring him back to the temple in Clovis then.
Good, if they have no plans to attempt to do anything here.
I am focused. I'm trying to figure out, is that shuffling sound like critters? Is it somebody hiding from us? Is it what? Are there any tracks for me to keep following?
No, make
is
a
there any
perception check.
signs that she's in the area.
And this is why he's number one, guys.
That's a 19.
That's just the Ori.
Yeah,
shit.
you can hear directly below. It sounds like kind of the side to side step of feet that are standing, and just because of it being on stone, it makes more of a sound. But it's not like scampering. It's not quick. It's not anything like that. And to the group where you went and got the books, it looks like these books were already gathered, moved over here, and looked through as well. There's clearly been some investigation already going on here.
I'm moving ahead. I'm looking for a stairwell or a pathway downwards. To
Yeah,
source the noise.
it's right here. So you bip bloppity, gonna go right down Nick Noppity.
Sure thing, boss.
Yep, exactly. That's how I was gonna say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
What are you doing? Don't type things. I don't like hearing whoever's typing. Who's typing so loudly? You talking in your secret chat?
Oh, no, I'm putting the Raven Queen hymns into the inventory just so we don't forget.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. And I'm glad you did that. Look at that. That's really approved by the DM. I like that. I like that for you.
Reed seems very antsy whenever he hears any typing in these games.
I always do.
I told you, he's like Ozark. He doesn't like it when we unionize.
He does not like us unionizing.
None of that.
Or plotting against.
Theric follows Ori down the stairs. Behind
Right.
Ori, because he trusts Ori's.
I assume as the rest of the group follows Ori, you cautiously turn the corner. And as you do, you see an individual holding a book. Ori, would you like to describe what your sister looks like?
Yes. So, as everybody kind of rounds the corner as well, you basically see, it's a bit jarring for a moment, because you see Ori's face on another person. So like the blue skin, the pink hair, but instead of being the mohawk, it's instead like a long, kind of violet Parr from The Incredibles, like long hair, kind of drifted to the right side over her face a little bit. Similar, I presume similar body type. Last I saw her, she was fairly thin. In a same like lithe manner as I was. Like it looks like it's weird because like it's clearly a more feminine version of Ori, but like and you don't normally have identical twins that looks like are the same gender, but like it's almost as if like somebody copy pasted Ori onto a woman's body.
Is what
Noted.
Ori sees.
Oh! Oh no!
As you guys turn the corner, you see very much what Ori described, but the unfortunate desire to see his sister does that classic projecting like you see of like, oh, they're exactly as I left them. They are, they're still 10 years old from way back in the day when a parent sees their child. That's not this situation per se age-wise, but the nostalgia glasses are there, and as they start to fade, Ori then gets a little better look at his sister. And yes, she shares many features with Ori, but she, while holding this book, has her violet hair. Underneath her other arm, she holds a helm. She wears heavy armor that with the symbol of the Raven Queen on her. There is a giant gash across her face. And as she turns and sees Ori for the first time in a decade, she looks to Ori and goes, "Is that you, brother?"
Ori?
It's I? And you are Ori?
Yes.
So it haunts you too now, then?
The hooded figure?
Otherwise you would not be here.
I'm here because this is where you were. I finally heard this is where you were seen.
Well, this is where I've been called to by the White-Eyed Stranger.
Called to. What do you mean by that?
I wish it never came to bother you. This was one of my great worries. Didn't you ever wonder why I left so many years ago? Did anybody even care back home?
Of course they cared. Last I knew you were upset about how the coven works, how we're taken as such young kids and brought into this world and forced into this life. And you
Yes,
didn't agree with
exactly.
that.
that is a major problem stemming from the fact that I was starting to be visited by a weird, strange man with white eyes. And nobody seemed to have any idea what it was except our mother. Secrets and secrets and secrets as she closes the book and begins walking over. What you now realize is there's a big fucking ritual on the ground. There are ritual circles.
Uh-oh.
They have been
Uh-oh.
glowing. You can see that there is what looks to be all kinds of different etchings on the wall. It doesn't seem like the lizard folk were actually able to get inside this area. This area has clearly been unearthed by Ore as she motions down. Ash, you can make an Arcana check.
I was.
Eric is going to give him guidance.
I was gonna ask.
Eric is going to give him
what does
guidance
this
because
mean to me?
as soon as Derek sees that, he like sneaks to the back of the group and literally like tugs on Ash's arm and says, "What does all this mean?"
I'd love to
And
know.
he gives you guidance.
Ooh, okay, D4. D4. Where's my D4? Give me my D4. Yeet. Oh, that's good. Okay, you wanted an Arcana? Okay. 25 with guidance.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell me this is also Lich, then I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just kidding. That's a lot. 25.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, now he's not gonna say it. Way to go.
Yeah. Let's say. Here we go.
25 is met with punishment. That's what the last sessions for the other team has been learned.
Oh no! Oh no! Hunter got to skip the first
much
first
knowledge
phase
is
last
cursed.
time, but now
Yeah.
I get to skip the first phase. It all comes back, baby.
I would like to establish that Revenant is making it forward, like to the front of our little group as RAs. It sounds like ahead of us.
Like everyone behind Aura, you're trying to be like
Yeah,
second in line
like-
here.
Second in line, exactly.
Yeah. It's just a happy fun time spell. It's gonna just, make it into a water park.
Whoopsie poopsie. That's not a G. It's a D.
Why didn't you talk to me about this? Why didn't you tell me anything you were facing?
Because we're not allowed to. Because the order doesn't allow us to share these things and these secrets. And then when I went to you, when I went to anybody in our family, I was threatened. I was threatened by... Once again.
Let me find the name.
It's in here for sure.
This is spooky.
It's one of the names. It's somewhere there.
I mean, it begins with an R.
Or an A. Or an
Well,
O.
yeah, A-U-R.
Ah, yeah. Or.
Or mom.
Corvin Crowspire. Corvin Crowspire. Ori, you remember that as one of the, like, you're basically not blood related uncle, but super fond uncle that was always friend of the family.
He threatened you.
Yes, because what I was doing went against the order. Instead of protecting our family and getting to the bottom of these things, they cared more about their secrecy and their dumb cult than they cared about our family.
Ash is gonna step kind of like a little bit, just kind of get like he's looking in this room and he's clocking all these circles that are like that have been messed with a bit. And Ash is gonna say, I understand that family is very important and a lot of religious problems here that you are having to unpack. What did you let out?
Let out? I didn't let anything out. And with that,
Oh no!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It all comes back while
Countdown was just until this guy jailbroke himself out of magic prison.
That's
No.
insane. Oh god.
No. Crazy things happening.
Just hearing the tune raise out and hearing what Ash said, like, just what did you do, Ore?
1 second. Where the hell's my the voice I had for him? Somewhere in here.
Yeah, I wanted to press that button pretty quickly, but I was like, I'm gonna let the scene go a little bit more. But I'm gonna press it as soon as I can.
Or I have to deal with his family problems before we can save the world.
Well, it's like, it's fun to sit here and listen to family problems. It's also fun as another player to press the red button you've been given. Then it's like, push.
The prodigal children return. Here you stand, side by side.
Ore turns toward the white-eyed stranger that appears as mist pours in surrounding the entirety of the group, taking visibility to basically nothing. You can only see just in front of you where people are. It was just between you and me. Now you've brought him into this.
He reached out to me. His strength is on his own while you have...
Wait, I can't remember the word. Oh. No.
Borrowed?
No, I need the adjective for... It's kind of like... got it.
floundered about these past 10 years. What have you really accomplished to get us ever closer to what needs to be done?
She just side-eyes him, looks over towards you with a solemn look, and you see she pulls out her long sword as she turns towards the white-eyed stranger.
It's time for you to be strong. The mist fades. The entirety of the group now finds themselves outside.
We got teleported to the boss arena, dude.
We don't know if it's the boss arena yet.
Yeah,
He's still using the voice. It's the boss arena.
Yeah,
it's the boss arena. Yeah.
Yeah, Reed doing,
No, I don't think
doing
so.
DM talking in the voice changer has aura.
Nope.
Well, no, that's all right. He's a separate guy.
No.
What you guys
No.
then hear as the mist opens in a circle just wide enough for a massive ethereal direwolf to form in front of the group.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
cool.
God. damn
Oh,
it.
Revenant called his
ripping me
steed.
off.
What good?
It's almost
Yeah,
exactly what Revenant was describing in many ways too, which is super disappointing to have it totally undercut me 15 minutes later, but it's totally fine. He approved all that with me a long time ago, but here we are. Didn't think that would line up, but it is what it is.
To be fair, you were supposed to know about his steed months ago.
Yeah.
It's just asterisk retrospect.
Yeah.
A horrid
That's
howl
really big.
comes from its voice. It's really fucking big. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, we're so
right.
back, gentlemen. We're so back. This is cool.
And by
Am
that,
I able to pop
roll
my?
initiative.
Yeah.
Can I do Giant Smite
Initiative
before
1.
initiative or?
Initiative 1. What's up?
All right.
Oh.
Nah, I don't know.
No.
I feel like
Before
this
we start
starts
combat.
a really
Can't
bad
ready a bonus
precedence.
action.
I know.
I feel like if I allow it, it starts a lot of problems. So
It does.
Yeah,
we're
I think
avoiding
it's
that.
fun.
You rage
And
on your
ultimately-
first turn, you Giant Smite on your first
Yeah,
turn.
exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Alright.
Okay, we're all kind of good here, and then there's Theric.
So just for clarity of the scene, the
Yes.
White-Eyed Stranger is like in his own place at the edge of the mist, and then this direwolf is its separate entity that's now entered, correct?
Correct. He's like standing up in the rocks watching as all of you are together right now. I need to move some shit around.
What do we think the DC for animal handling this guy is?
31.
Would you like to find out?
Yeah.
Got a +4. I can handle it.
I can do it. I just got to roll a crit.
No,
1 in 20 chance.
the only problem is I have totally used my Dragon's Might already.
You did do that. That is true.
It's a long rest, not a short. But I got all my fighter shit back.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fun part about fighters. It's not 9 times out of 10 short rest based. So
I'm just getting all the initiatives.
no, you're good.
I should put this on a
Okay.
different page, shouldn't I? Fine.
Also, as we were walking in, I didn't want to interrupt the scenes. As we were like walking into this area, Ash cast mage armor on himself, just so that he had that up for the 8 hours.
Yeah, it's fine. You might already have had it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, I just meant to say it earlier, but I didn't want to undercut the entering the temple stuff. But
Sure.
I've been thinking about it.
Oh, fam, undercut it. It's fun.
Yeah, but I tracked the spell slot and everything. Or I used it, and then I got the spell slot back from the short rest, so we're back. I don't have mage armor twice.
Okay.
Need to fix that.
Okie dokie! Away we go! Swimmy, swimmy!
Yippee!
Is that triggering anybody from Farah? No? No, you're all disappointment. How's that grabbing?
Nope.
Huh,
I mean, it
okay,
sounded
first.
like Barney.
Yeah, well, there you are. It's not far off from Barney.
Damn.
Ori, you're up first. Scoobity doo. Scoobity boop.
Let's
Scoobity boop.
see. So I'm gonna separate a little bit and just kind of do like a ring around him. Not like too far, like 15 feet or so. Just to kind of spread our group a little bit in case this is some fucked up monster that can do breath attacks or something. Because you never know.
It can roll over and just kill all of us with how big it is.
I am gonna take my 2 shots with my crossbow.
Okay, so you went which way? I got you now. Here we are.
To the left. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just separate a little bit.
Yep. And there's a
And that'll
decent
be-
look at it again when you get closer. That's
just for my own
very
purposes, is this
ethereal. Yeah.
actually? I'll ask when I make my shots.
Okie doke.
So one shot is gonna be a 14. One is gonna be a 28.
14 doesn't hit. 28 does.
So that's gonna be. Is this for the purposes of my Crimson Right? Is this an undead creature?
It is not.
Okay.
Oh, it's just fucked up.
Yeah, he's just messed up.
Not all fucked up things are undead.
So that's gonna be 8 piercing damage and
Mhm.
2 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I apply my brand of castigation to it, so I know the direction it is. As long as it's on the same plane, I know the direction of it at all times.
Okay. 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 Cool. So your arrow fires off. The first one hits into like literally the bone of it and just chips off. It's like the classic Skyrim when you fire an arrow at a rock and it goes like goes to the side. You're like, all right. And then you go for a more fleshy part and it hits into it. Though the thing gives off this glowing ethereal essence. Like the thing almost feels a part of the fog, and yet it is still solid. Overlooking, you can just see those two white eyes far, far up on the rock structures, on the crags, looking down, watching and witnessing as this goes. He's early. You guys still had an hour and like 30 minutes. This is some bullshit.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
Can't believe this. Garbage.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
Okay. That it?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
Revenant.
Fuck. All right. This is a question.
Okay.
Is my steed still in play? I know we entered the temple.
Nah, your
But
steed's
let's
fucking
go
over here
around.
with the other one. All the horses are over here.
Damn.
And
All right,
also,
never mind.
fucking mist. There's mist blocking a bunch of shit for this area.
Everywhere.
So, like, I'm
Everywhere is
saying
mist.
non-playable area over here.
All
All
right.
this is in play. And up
Duly noted.
here gets blocked off a bit. The old video game kicks in.
All right.
You are leaving the mission area.
Yeah.
You do the
Don't go
fog,
back,
the
I've been
Alan Wake
wanting-
fog. You walk into the fog and you come back out. What the fuck? In the same place.
Or it's the
Trying to bring it-
Borderlands out of zone thing where it just shoots you after like 5 seconds. It just kills you.
I mean, I guess. Like, a little more forgiving. But all right. So,
Someone
yes.
who's better at the rules. What is the rules for a thrown weapon? Is that strength? Can I use strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also my packed weapon, so I can use my charisma. I'm going to flip my trident in my hand and just fucking fling it at him.
Sure.
Attack.
Yeah, your trident should
Oh.
have like thrown stats for
Yeah, it
distance
should.
and all that.
20 to 60 feet.
Yeah, and it should have like a plus whatever to your attack rolls. It's a normal attack roll, I think, with
It's-
a Triton.
I imagine it's probably going to be the same as your usual. It's more about the distance on whether you have advantage versus, or whether you have normal versus disadvantage.
Gotcha. All right, so it's plus 7 to an 18. So that's math. 18 plus 7.
25.
25.
25 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
All right. And I have weapon mastery. I have weapon mastery of Trident, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or else fall prone.
I feel
Okay.
like it's gonna save. We'll see.
8
That's a natural
3
20.
plus
That doesn't
4.
bode well for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
Get him out early. Get him out early.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
fine.
get it out of the
We're
way,
fine.
man.
Still fun. That's baby's first roll. Okay, we can do it.
So it's going to take 7 piercing damage. Considered I think it's magical.
Yes.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
for your packed weapon, it would
No, it's a packed weapon. I don't need it to be piercing. I'm going to make it radiant.
Oh,
Radiant.
And
You
then
didn't like
whoa,
that, and you
radiant
just
be
left.
upon you.
I love
Yeah.
that aspect about the new Pact of the Blade.
Yeah. Whoa,
Like,
radiant be
can do
upon
whatever
you.
damage I want it.
Or whoa, psychic be upon you.
Yep.
He's gearing up to leave.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm done with these
Yeah, he's
idiots.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
tired of this.
Jacket, put on his shoes. I'm gone.
You said
Yeah.
radiant damage, and he just got up in fury.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm done. I didn't know you could do this. Makes me mad.
Revenant wins.
Sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Shatter everyone's ears. Yeah, sorry. No, I don't know what's happening lately. When I get on calls, Discord or whatever, and I sit in my chair, I just start itching like crazy, and then I start like hurting myself. So I'm putting on long sleeves so I can stop itching. It's very weird. I don't know why I do that. I've started to notice it only happens during D&D or when I'm on Discord playing games. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening.
It's because you're allergic to Discord.
Could be.
Yep.
Or allergic to my friends, something like that.
Damn.
I hates us, actually. It makes him have a physical reaction.
Damn, body. Why you ratting me out like this? All right,
So that is a...
So people
that
are
is
like
a
looking
7
around,
radiant
assessing the situation. They're like, "Oh my goodness, what's happening?" Revenant just pushes, let's say, Theric aside, just whips a Triton immediately at the giant monster.
He just says, "There's gonna be a fight. Let's go." Yeet.
Yep, no
I've been waiting
hesitation.
for this moment.
So excited.
And then I'm going to walk, because I still have a lot to do. I'm
Yeah,
going to
sure.
walk to its side.
Which
30
side?
feet. Opposite. The other way from RI, because we don't need to group up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And can I reach it from there?
No. So here.
Okay. I'm going to move 30 feet closer to it.
Cool.
Bonus action, summon my packed weapon, this time as a rapier, and use the second attack.
Sure. That sounds
Level 1.
cool.
Another one.
Does a 14 hit DC?
No.
Okay.
As you poke it with the little rapier again, it hits bone, and you're like, "That's not as effective as I hope."
Fair enough.
Kind of wish it did more.
That is my turn.
Cool. Let's see, 16. Near.
Nia is going to first thing he's going to do is cast Spirit Guardians on Cecil. And then have Cecil fly kind of up in the air, but be within 15 feet of the creature so that, it affects him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nia's going to run away.
Okie doke.
Oh boy.
Where is Nier running away to?
Towards the edge of the boundary. Yeah, towards that cave opening.
Which cave opening? Sorry.
Sorry, the one south. Yeah.
He just starts sprinting through the cave.
Go, Cecil. Legs are so long. I move so quickly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ho, ho, ho.
Cecil was
Cecil's 5 and Nier is 6.
Cecil gets close to it, and Cecil's just like, "Meh, wait a minute. I'm in danger." Okay.
Nah, you'll be fine. You're immortal.
How did you say
So
that?
that's
It
gonna
is
be-
now.
It's a wisdom saving throw, sorry, for the spirit guardian.
Oh, it's yeah.
What do the spirits look like?
Pretty. I don't know.
Smaller
That's-
Cecils.
Okay. Yeah, let's say mini Cecils.
It's a bunch of homunculus just circling.
Yeah.
Love it. That's a 22. So
Alright, so, I think that's a pass, but it's still going to be half damage. So
yeah.
Let me find my d8s.
His little Cecils hit into it.
15, half, so 7 damage of radiant.
Okie dokie. You guys notice Radiant does exactly what Radiant's supposed to do. Normal damage.
Good to know.
It was already established earlier as well. When I
Yeah.
attacked.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm just gonna announce that now, so no one gets butthurt later.
Joke's on
Here's
you.
all
I'm
I
already
read.
butthurt.
Joke's on
Exactly.
you.
Okay.
My butt constantly hurt.
So it
Get out of your
didn't
chair.
it
It's a
didn't
medical
show
problem.
it doesn't have any, just to clarify, it didn't show that like standard damage like piercing and all that was less effective, and then
No, it was not
radiant
resistant nor
equally-
vulnerable to
Yeah.
what has been hit so far damage-wise.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
It's now its turn. It is now the Avatar of the Howling Wind's turn, or the Howling Wound, excuse me.
What the?
That's awful.
The name is now popped up on screen.
Yeah. But also at the same time, we looked at the health bar. We saw it just tick just the slightest bit. And if it bleeds, we can
If
kill
it
it.
bleeds, we can win.
Parry,
We
parry,
can kill
dodge,
it.
dodge. If it can't
Yeah.
kill me, I can get it.
Dodge, dodge, counter, counter, counter.
Oopsie poopsie. Forgot about that. All right, well, I'll do that at the end of the round now then, okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. It rears back and lets out a massive howl into the sky, shaking your very minds. Everybody within 60 feet.
Hey, that's everyone.
All right.
Yeah, it's everyone. Must
I'm in
make a
danger.
wisdom saving throw or take damage.
All right.
14.
Uh-oh.
17.
That's
Anyone
a
within
pass.
10 feet
Roll
of me
20.
That's a pass.
anyone within 10 feet of me who is nobody gets my aura of protection.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
hope, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's how it works.
Cecil might get it.
Got your back, number 5.
I rolled a 4, but I'm gonna use the blessing my mother gave me to automatically succeed a failed save.
Wait. Yes, you can do that, but wait, I need to check something.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Cecil gets a +4 to his wisdom.
Okay.
I don't think he's passing, but we can try.
Cecil rolled a 6.
Yeah. I think he's dying.
I don't know. I mean,
5.
yeah, he's probably dying.
Yeah, probably. This guy's technically not a dire wolf because he's just like 2 inches short, so he doesn't get to be called one. That's what he's having to double check.
No, I gotta check something else. This is actually a pain in my ass. I don't even know why I did this. Cause it's cool.
It's a wolf in a dire situation. Hence, a dire wolf.
Get this guy out of here.
Kill.
I'll recheck this. I'm gonna go grab a cup
Do
of
you guys
coffee.
see they
Go for
are
it.
bringing back the
Yeah.
dire wolf?
Oh,
Talk about
fuck.
direwolf.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi.
That's what I fucked up.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, well you
Because-
guys moved. I can. Oh, I was not prepared for this. Okay, I gotta
Got locked
think
in.
about this. I gotta fucking Jesus. I got the rust on me for this group. Ay. Is that how that works?
He's got a big bite range or
Where?
something. I don't know.
No.
You're not allowed to leave his range because otherwise you get charmed into
No,
walking
no,
back
shut
because he's a
up,
big
shut
If
up.
your
fucker.
character is named Ori, you cannot succeed these.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
can. You're
must
fine. You did
die.
succeed. No, I'm looking at something else.
He's looking up your mama's blessing.
No.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
He didn't say no.
I mean, I can tell you
okay.
what I was told.
Okay.
I don't think that's the issue.
No. I was looking at something else completely unrelated. All of you were so clever, and none of you figured it out yet. Which it's not about figuring it out at all.
Okay,
It's something I just
go
need
team.
to have. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just let me be my DM. Everything's fine. Okay.
You don't see the
and-
vision yet, but give it like 2 hours and you will, okay?
I got you.
No,
My
like,
save
give
is-
it
my
this
wisdom save is 24.
round. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
what the hell am I doing here?
Give it 30 minutes.
Just gotta make a note to remember that because that's not something to remember. Okay, all right. What were we doing? The wolf howled
Wisdom
and
save.
it did its
Yeah.
howl of ruin. So back to the rolls, or I succeed it. Or Ray succeeds. Who else? Where were we?
Ash succeeded. I rolled a
Ash
17.
succeeded.
You said I succeeded.
I rolled a 14.
You failed. That's unfortunate.
24.
You succeeded.
22 for Near, 6 for Cecil.
10. Plus 4.
10 for Cecil.
No,
yeah,
no,
let's
no.
get that.
I already added that.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Okay.
I thought you said you got 6 on the die.
Cecil fails.
No, I got a
Near's
2.
fine. Who's left? Anybody? What
Nick
was
got like a 20-something. Nick
Okay,
got
he's
Derek's fine. Derek's
Yeah, you
fine.
got a natural
Okay,
20.
okay. Oh, that's fucking
Yeah, that's
close. Okay. So each creature that failed is going to take 68 psychic damage. Everyone who succeeded takes half, and those that failed are going to take half the damage until for like the next 2 turns. It keeps halving.
I have
So-
4 health, baby. Let's go.
Damn.
Currently have 4
68,
health after
like,
all the
the
healing and
number?
everything? No,
60
that's
he
literally
hasn't rolled yet.
impossible.
Yeah.
68.
Oh,
Yeah, he
oh,
has it- yeah,
I heard
yeah.
I take 68.
Not
No,
68.
68
Every time.
dice he has not rolled.
Ah,
Such a
ah.
specific
Unbelievable.
I,
number.
got,
Every
I was
time.
like, Reed, that's awful close to my max HP.
Yeah. Whoa, 70 damage be upon thee first turn.
I
Oh,
was
that was
extremely
the
offended. I'm like, I literally just healed the entire party. Why? How could you possibly
I gave
be at
you,
4
I
on the
healed you. I
opening?
gave you extra health. How
I
were you
heard
so
68. My
Yeah.
bad.
21
D
points of
sounded like
psychic
a T.
damage, half if you saved,
That's
the whole
much
group.
better.
and
How
then
much?
21, halved if you save. Those who haven't saved, next turn you'll take 10. The following turn you'll take 5. And then that'll be it.
Cecil dies.
Yeah, but I
Sounds
think
like-
Cecil's gone.
No.
Cecil evaporates.
Poor baby.
Rest in peace,
Is
Cecil.
Cecil dead? Is that true?
Yeah. Yep, you can get rid of the chicken.
Cecil
Permanently.
just he disintegrates. Yeah.
He's like,
Just because he's not here does not mean.
as he gets
be immortal. Just because number 5's gone does not open up the slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Damn.
It
Damn.
does, just not to near. Somebody else can become number 5. Maybe
All
the,
right.
the Watcher guy can be number 5.
and now it's gonna make a bite attack to Revenant.
Damn.
That's mean.
That's not gonna hit
think he-
probably. I rolled bad on that one. 13?
Armor class 20.
Yeah, no.
What?
So it goes to
Damn.
bite you, and you are able to get your shield, and it's trying to gnaw at you, and it seems like you are very adept on your feet is how I'll actually play that. There is 0 chance it can't just gobble you up. So you are just dodging out of the way of its bite. It goes down to chomp on you, and you just sidestep the chomp. That makes way more sense. Okie doke. It is then. Let's see. Going to slightly move, not out of range, but just move closer to the party. Wants your souls. Okie doke. That'll do it for that one. The dire wolf.
The dire
There
wolf
is
takes
the
2
value.
damage.
Sure. Do damage.
Welcome to the circus
Well,
of
because
value.
it dealt damage to me while it has the brand of castigation, so it takes
Yeah,
2
Yeah,
he
yeah.
damage.
does damage.
That's what I figured. I remember.
Is
there was
the
a brand thing.
howl
He goes,
2 psychic
the-
damage to be exact.
is the howl an attack?
Is the howl an attack?
Yes,
Yes.
technically speaking. All right, I'm going to use my reaction to rebuke the violent.
Yeah.
does feel pretty violent.
Yeah.
Feels pretty violent.
It needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
What was that? 15?
A DC 15, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, that's 15.
If it meets a beat.
So it takes half of the damage equal to the damage it just dealt, I would say probably per person. So it takes 10 radiant damage.
10 total or 10 times each person?
That's up to you. It says
No, what does it say? Not up to me. yes,
deals
up to me.
damage with an attack against a creature other than you. So I would say it takes damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half on success.
As like a singular type of damage.
Yeah. Let's say I think you can only do it on one person, really. So
Yeah, I was about to say, because I don't think, like, if you did it on a fireball.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call it 10. We'll call it 10. Sounds good. Which also,
that'd be crazy.
You reminded me, so that was that, because she took damage as well. She has a reaction to taking damage. Ore is going to
blow it into a million pieces.
Where's my cheat sheet, you little bitch? So it lets out this giant yell, and you guys can actually see like visual circles of like the sound waves as they come and slam into the ground, into your guys' heads as the damage starts rattling around on the very inside. You can feel blood vessels popping inside your head. Some of you are able to cover your ears in time or have the mental fortitude not to take as much damage. Revenant uses, what was it called?
Rebuke the Violent.
Rebuke the Violent as he takes in that damage and he like holds back and then he pulls his hand out towards one of his allies. We'll say who took Titus. He'll grab towards Titus and then he'll shoot that energy back at it. You see bits of that like purple sound wave smash back into the creature. After that smashes into him, you see Ore use Scornful Rebuke as she leans back and she takes her sword, and out from it, you see this bright green glow and shoots it back at the creature for 2d6 radiant damage. That's 6 damage. 6 radiant damage. Oh, numbers. Reading those numbers. There we are. We're fine. Okie doke. All good. It's now Ash's turn.
Ash is going to move back to the right, kind of over where Nier is, but he's trying to get like to the opposite end of the not the canyon, but this little crevice. Like he's trying to be over there. Exactly.
Fucking cowards. It's just filled with cowards.
I'm a spellcaster and I'm the squishy. You be
Fucking
quiet.
cowards.
He runs over there. And as he steps over there and he sees Nier has also taken the chance to run back over here. And he says, I've always really been a cat person, but I have to say that is one bag dog. I need an intelligence save from the big man.
Sure. Oh, no, that's a cool game. I love the fact that, I went to play something and then you immediately... Okay.
Spellspire
fucking...
works as intended.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna, just so we can mark boundaries.
It's on fire.
Ah!
It's not actually on fire, but yeah. This is mist. Yeah. Mist.
Yeah.
Look
Evil
at the mist.
mist.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a
All of
clear
it.
boundary. That's a clear boundary. Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Give me an
Sure.
intelligence save.
All right. We'll see. We'll see about this. 13.
Fail. So
Okay.
he is going to take 3d6 psychic.
Okay.
And on his next turn, he gets to move, do an action, or a bonus action, but only one of those. He gets none of the other two.
All right.
And he also
Sounds
can't
good.
take reactions.
Sounds good.
So he's going to take 9 points of psychic damage. As you see Ash kind of, like, you see that immaterial string appears in his hand, but it's like this pink and purple color that he kind of pulls apart, and you see some of the same string like appear kind of around this thing's head and start tugging on it as it's messing with his head. And that's gonna be my turn. I'm hiding back here.
As you do that, you notice as it hits into the creature, parts of its flesh slide off its head as it gets hit back with that psychic damage, and mounds of flesh just topple to the ground and then dissipate into mist. You find psychic damage to be extremely effective.
Aha! We're so back.
It's going to take a legendary action.
Uh-oh!
I was wondering if they had those.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm really hoping he doesn't have resistances, but he might have actions. Scary dog.
It's going to look at you, who just did that, and it's going to make its eyes start glowing white. And as you stare into its eyes, it's basically the Hell Rider stare. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Here we go. No.
No?
No. That's a 9.
You begin seeing your worst nightmares, and you are
Oh, that's
paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
Oh, great. We're both in the same boat here. That's fun.
Woo!
Me and
No,
him have
you.
just frozen each other in place. This sucks.
Yup.
But
Okay.
You got
Cool.
it.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, Ash is having the world's worst trip over here.
Titus.
Titus is he's gonna just pop his giant smite off rip with his bonus action, but he's actually gonna use Toll the Dead instead of shoot an arrow. Range is 60 feet. It's a wisdom 15. I don't think I need to make a roll for that, right?
No,
It's just
me.
you
No,
making
it's
the
me.
save. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
Yeah, DC 15, wisdom.
Okay. There you go. You've grown bigger. Wisdom save. 21.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
It's a really high roll.
It seems like it. It's not even half. It
I'm
just
bouncing.
misses. Yeah.
I'm bouncing between fucking nothing and something.
Yeah.
I got 30. How far can I get with 35 over to the right if I just like book it right to get like a wide angle?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah, I'll move there, and I'll just kind of
Surround him.
take a flanking position. Yeah, I think that's good for me.
Oh yeah, no, yep, nope, none of that actually worked.
And then, do I take that extra 10 on my turn or the next round?
On your turn, so you just took another 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you got 5 more to go next time you come around.
Sweet. Not sweet, but yeah.
Yeah, good that we can track it that easily. I'm glad. DOT,
Yeah.
the old dot damage.
Gotcha. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, it is now Ore's turn. Ore is gonna take her movement to engage with it, and she's gonna look at the beast and before she went over, she put her helmet on, and now she walks over to the beast, raises her sword up. Ori, you can see that even though she has the symbology of the Raven Queen on her chest plate, it is like dented in and cracked to shit. Something is clearly beating the shit out of her in her adventures. But she is going to make 2 attacks against it. And we'll see how that goes.
Paladin time.
Paladin.
They're pretty cool from what I've heard. Can you attest to that, Ryan?
They're all right.
I'll also do it.
Oh, where
Yeah,
did
one
I
of you's
put my
actively a
cheat sheet
paladin.
for her?
I've never played a paladin in my life.
Yeah.
What is it? Notes for running her in combat. There we are. I don't. She is going to. Yes, make 2 attacks. And she's going to use Divine Smite.
Oh, that's cool.
2024 rules.
It's a-
You don't you have to announce it
It's all right.
beforehand?
And
It's
it's
not
not
hit
no,
afterwards.
you,
My paladins.
yes.
Yep. So
Yeah, the main thing is that it's it's a bonus action to cast. But
yes.
you can take it immediately after hitting a target.
Okay. First one will be a 17. That'll hit. And
Alright.
that's a natural 20. Hate that, but love that.
Nice.
Big damage.
Welcome back, Caspian.
We're gonna
Oh,
divine
yeah,
smite
it's
the
hard.
crit because fun.
Yeah.
Question: Is there a wedding ring on her hand?
No.
I do not think Ri would be interested in having you join his family.
I'd like to see how that changes the group dynamic.
I mean, we did want Revenant to fall in love. We were,
Oh my
we did say that.
Can she fix him? Probably not, but it'd be fun.
No, but they can make each other worse.
I can make it worse. Yeah.
In my roommate's game he's playing, one of the players married another player's mom in game.
Yeah,
Hate that.
about that.
That's a stop. Okay, so I gotta now find. If I just made it DBI, it would have been easier, wouldn't have been, Reen?
Is this what your inner thoughts sound like?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
good. For your sake,
No.
I'm happy about that.
His internal thoughts sound like Bob Dylan.
Oh, you're killing me, game. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. That'll help me a little more. Okay. So, I didn't have a full stat block for her, so it's a pain in my ass to try and find the exact numbers. So give me a second. So that hit. That's great.
Important thing
Okay.
to note about Divine Smite: it's 2d8 or 3d8 if the target is a fiend or undead.
I was looking for that. It is not a fiend or undead. So 2d8, you said?
Yes, 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay, so we got 2d8. Where's my d8? D8. Just roll it twice. She's got her d10. So the first attack that hits is no. That's not, she gets to re-roll those. That's going to be 16 piercing. 14 piercing damage. And now for Happy Crit Day. That's going to be 12 double to 24, 8 double to 16. 16 and 24 is 40.
Yeah.
That's going to be 40 smite damage. Well, 40
Nice.
slashing and smite damage. Just paladin
Ouch.
things.
It happens sometimes.
All right. So, what you guys see is the first slash hits, and then all of a sudden, as the thing cowers a little bit, she notices there's like a beating heart on the inside, and she then stabs into it, and then all of a sudden, you see a charge come out. This green smoke and mist of the Raven Queen begins swirling around her arms, and then shoots out as the smite blows into the creature as it howls and moans as it gets sent back a little bit as it staggers from the attack. You see though, Ori, her eyes sink in, and you can see like black veins all around sticking out of her face during the attack, and then slowly they go back in. This larger shadow gets like cast during that explosion of green light, and her shadow becomes like endlessly long, and it doesn't quite look like her actual outline for that brief moment before it disappears. Okay.
Probably not good.
I'm sure that's not important at all.
No, I'm sure that's fine.
Eric, it is your turn.
Theric is gonna move so that he's within 30 feet of both Arai and Revenant, as well as Array, but
5, 10, 15, 20. Sure.
he'll try and stay like behind Array, so that way,
Yep.
she's a tank. And he's going to cast as a bonus action, because I have that ability, Bless, first level on Arai, Revenant, and Array.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to shout out to Arai, and he's going to say, "Strike this creature down!" As a reaction, Arai can make a weapon attack.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and do that, Hunter.
Ciao.
That is a 18.
That hits.
That will be 11 piercing and 6 radiant.
Oh, I read that wrong again. Wait 1 minute. That's no fun. Well, fuck you. I'm the DM. I can do whatever I want.
Nice.
Okay, that's fine. All right. I'm sorry. What did you say?
11 piercing, 6 radiant.
Good damage.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting you say that because you're incorrect.
Oh,
Oh.
that's rough.
Just gotta move some numbers around there. Okay. So what you feel is as your sister moved up to engage in combat, you're now within 10 feet of her. And as you're instructed to take the shot from Theric, you go, and as you go to shoot the bow, you could feel this strange aura around you. And from her, that green glow gets towards you and turns almost to like this reddish smoke and helps do an extra 7 points of damage as it impacts into the
Ooh.
creature.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
So that was Theric's bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
For his action, he is going to bang on his shield, and a large bell noise is heard only by the creature. As I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead. I need a
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
18, natural 18 and more.
Yeah, that succeeds, so he doesn't take damage.
Yep.
This guy's good at wisdom saves somehow.
Yeah, I should have probably gone for Sacred Flame, but it's whatever. But now, Array, and Revenant get a D4 on all their attack rolls, saving throws, and whatnot. So,
Cool.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Bonus work.
End of the round. I need to roll.
Layer action, or environment action.
D2. What is a D2 in this crazy Willy Wonka?
A coin.
It's a coin, yeah.
A D2. What does that mean? That means
Flip a coin.
shifting shadows begin to arise in the battlefield. Any range attacks beyond 15 feet are made with disadvantage for this round.
Boss, we're all ranged people.
That's rough.
Hey,
Says I'm
Revenant's
also
not.
ranged.
Hey, go get him, Revenant.
It's a good day to be Revenant, baby.
Legendary action.
Oh, the love of my life.
Uh-oh.
Can make attacks.
It can
Chomp.
move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Ooh.
It disappears into the mist. It reappears out of the mist.
Oh no!
Right next to those trying to flee it.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Okay, flee is a strong word.
And Ash is paralyzed, correct?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough day for me right now, man.
Anyway.
It's a rough day. It's a rough day to be Ash.
Top of the order, Ori.
Nothing personnel, kid. I'm gonna move 35 feet in the direction towards it. I don't think
5,
that's gonna
10,
be enough
15,
to get
20,
me
25,
within
30,
the 50 feet
35.
radius, though.
5, 10, 15. Nope. You would have disadvantage for a
Okay.
ranged attack.
So I'm gonna make my 2 ranged attacks at disadvantage.
Let's fucking go! This is what we play for.
So that is gonna be a 15.
Just misses.
And
It's maw
I'm
and
15.
face is in that mist, and as the mist is twirling around, you go and take that shot, and those shadows that have now come onto the map just make it look like he is a little to the right when it really is to the left, and the arrow just misses. But visually, it's like, did that go through his eye? How did that miss?
and then an 18 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits, no problem. And you're like, oh, center mass, center mass.
Stop trying to be fancy, alright.
So that is gonna be 8 piercing, 4 radiant.
You got it. 12 total. Nice. Look at you guys. It's starting to look hurt.
And that will be my turn.
Woohoo! I gotta wish the love of my life good night. This is important, otherwise everyone loses. By
Alright, tell
everybody, I
her
mean you
we all
guys.
said goodnight.
Nope, I'm not telling her that. Alright, anyway.
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know why you're texting Hunter. He's right here.
Got him. Okay, cool. Ori does that. Revenant.
How far away?
Oh, actually,
am I?
you are within 10 feet of her. That's an extra 7 damage. You're still within 7 feet, or 10 feet of your sister.
Oh, okay.
What if this is a bonus that only Ori gets because he's
It
her
probably
brother?
is. She doesn't know if you guys are allies.
I feel like she has a wisdom score high enough to tell what's going on.
We don't know shit about anything other than what we just witnessed in the last like 20 minutes.
We are the very least allies in this fight specifically.
Okay.
All right. Am I able to walk 30 feet to get to it?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope.
Damn. Did not want to have to use this, but I will use my Blessings of the Raven Queen to magically so as a bonus action, magically teleport up to 30 feet. So I'm gonna
Boop.
between that and movement, I'm going to get right next to it.
Nope.
The tank doing tank things.
Did not want to do that. And as a note, I gain resistance to all damage until the start of my next turn.
Cool.
And I'm going to go for the attack.
Do it. You won't.
With my rapier. Damn. You know it. You called me out like that.
Cool.
Oh, that's definitely not going to hit. That's 7 plus 7, 14.
Nope.
All right. That.
Your poor rapier is just not doing it. As it keeps trying to attack this creature, it's not finding hold of the flesh.
Remember that you're blessed, so add a d4 to that.
Oh, I did.
Oh, rough.
And I rolled worse this time. So that's Revenant.
Okay.
That's awful.
Near.
Nier is going to move away. Run away from it in a straight line.
I'm thinking if that triggers attack of opportunity.
It can. It has no reactions either way.
Yeah, because
Thank
of the
5, 10.
mind-
That's why I was
mind
thinking.
whip.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I think going up, like towards
5, 10,
Ori
15,
and
20,
Ori, yeah.
25, 30.
Perfect. And then he's going to turn around where it's at right now and cast silence so that it covers the creature. So they can't
Ooh,
follow it.
that's cool. That's
That's
smart.
pretty big. Yeah, that's big.
Okay.
And that's all my actions.
Okay. Silence has been cast around the creature. Cool. Ash, you're paralyzed. Sucks to suck.
Is
Moving
it not
on.
its turn?
Yeah.
Oh, no, its
I
turn
thought-
is... Oh, its turn is 16. Excuse me. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what I
you.
thought you were performing.
So, well, hers is 12, so that's why they're right next to each other on my little thing here. So I
I see,
thought he was
I see,
12 for
yeah.
some reason. No, he's 16.
Yeah.
It's right
You're
there. I'm only just juggling a lot of bullshit. All right. Anyway, yeah, it's going to multi-attack you. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I figured.
It's gonna make 2 bite attacks and 1 tail swipe. Off we go.
Sucks.
19. Does it have an advantage because you're paralyzed?
Yes.
Yes.
So it does crit damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
Woo!
agree.
fair. It's a whole lot of
Advantage
bad
on the
things for me.
advantage on the attacks, and any attacks that hit are critical.
27 to
As he
hit.
goes to attack, I'm going to use my
Yep.
reaction to cast Intrusive Thought. So that's just a wisdom save.
Okay. 19. Natural
Yeah, he passes.
19.
Never mind.
Okay.
I tried.
Where are we in the punching bag right now? So did the first one hit? Did
You're-
that get re-rolled or anything? Or did that one hit at 27?
No, it hurt. It hit.
Okay,
It hit
so
me.
that one hit. And then the next one is 21.
Hits.
And then 27 again.
Hits. I'm gonna make a bold assumption and assume this guy is within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Yeah.
does he have reach? Or...
Yeah.
I'm just...
Yes,
like,
definitely.
Yeah, so all these do double damage, so roll that funky damage, man. I'm going down.
Okie doke. Let's see.
Because they count as critical hits for
Well, is he within 5 feet, or is he using reach?
I mean, I guess that's a question, yeah.
Yeah, like... Because the automatic crits is only if the attacker is within 5 feet of him, and it looks like there could be a square in between.
I would say if he teleport, he would have teleport into, like, when I did that,
Okay.
would have been within melee distance.
I didn't know because he was
Yeah.
right up against Nier behind me, so
Yeah.
I was pushing him back if he couldn't like do my same spot.
Say that again?
I'm burning a reaction. One of those is not crit.
Because I was there, right? He couldn't have been up into 5 feet with him unless he was like squeezing, and that's why I was pushing him back towards.
So then
the
his position would have been
thing.
more like
Okay.
This shit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm over 30 feet away, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're down there.
Yeah.
You're down.
Okay.
You're down the hall.
I can't help you, John.
There's also mist, remember. So
yeah.
Shadows and mists making disadvantage on range attacks. Okay. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying there, but definitely like the whole point was to be within melee of him from the legendary action. So
kind of messed up.
All right, so one of them doesn't crit. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Let's get these two. Which
just
one?
Roll all of it at once and then just tell me it at the end.
Which one do you want to Revenant stop the crit? There's 2 bites and 1 tail swipe. Which one do you want to stop?
Let's do one of the bites.
One of the bites. All right. So this will be the first one of the bite. So here we go. It's that number and that number. So that would be 17 plus 5 is 22 piercing.
Youch.
I mean, I should have rebuked the violent. My bad.
Yeah, probably, but it's fine.
Now here comes the second one. Do you want to make a con saving throw as well, Ash?
I don't want to, but I will.
Yep.
Yep. Nope. That's fail.
All right. Well, you'd be frightened, but it's probably not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter, dude.
19 doubled is 38 plus 5 is 42. +5 is
Okay.
43.
Okay.
And now we're on to the tail swipe. Where's my D10? Where are you, D10? My little guy. Where's that? He's just a little guy. He's not shaped like the
He's
rest
just
of
a
the
little
guys.
guy.
Dude, so there's a
Come on.
chance I come out of this, but it's low.
There we go. So this is.
I mean, you cast mage armor. Does that get you your ward?
Yeah, I had that up, but
Got
it.
It was very quickly
26.
depleted.
26.
fuck off the tail? Shit.
Bludgeoning
Yeah,
damage.
I'm out.
All right.
Goodbye.
And you would have to be, you would be knocked prone if you fail to save, but since you went unconscious, you get knocked prone anyway
I
and
assume
automatically
I
fail to save.
anyways, yeah.
But it's
I'm
information for
out.
the rest of the group. So there you go.
I'm-
Your knockdown is not in vain.
That paralyzed really sucks.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
The first to disappoint, the rest will fall. You must be better.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
moving on from whatever that's about. Ash, give me a death saving throw.
Oh yeah, I get to do this. I'm not using this die because it is screwed me over for the past 3 saves.
Okay.
Okay, I just DM it to you, right?
Yeah, to build tension, as the old DM videos from
Yeah.
years ago said.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We continue. Next round.
Yeah. We don't know. Okay, anyway, moving on. Titus, it's your move.
It is. How far away am I? Would I be like aware of like Ash going down, or am I just like essentially blind right now?
It's disadvantaged, so I wouldn't say you're blind per se, but you hear this and then a whip of a tail, and you hear the cracking of Ash's voice off the stone wall behind as he collapses to the ground. You can hear that. I mean, you're an amazing tracker, so you have a sense of these things.
I just hear Ash get mauled.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
no
you can see
visual.
though, like again, keep thinking like fog, almost like Jurassic Park, you know, when it's raining and you're just seeing the tops of the T-Rex over the when he's testing out the electric fence, and you're just getting those little glimpses. That's kind of what's going on with the shadows right now that have happened for the environmental action.
So basically, what I want to try to do is I want to get to about like, actually no, healing word 60 feet. So I want to be able to cast healing word on Ash to get him
Yeah, I think
up.
you can just do that. I think that's fine.
Will you let me just have that, or do I need to get in a better position for it?
You're at 60 feet right now, exactly.
Do you need line
I
of
don't.
sight?
He needs line of sight, right? And then everything's smoke.
Yeah.
and
Let me
misty.
read it and say
Okay, and then
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
read
yeah.
the.
I would argue
line
I
of
would
sight.
argue
Line of sight.
that if it's like if it's that low visibility, there should just be like very little chance to hit anything, not even disadvantage, because like I can't see them physically.
The shifting shadows obscure vision. Range attacks beyond 15 feet are made with disadvantage. So
yeah, disadvantage is like if you attack like an invisible creature, that's disadvantage. It's not even like cover.
That's true. That's true.
Like they don't get a bonus. It's changing your roll.
Yeah.
okay. I don't know how.
Also, it's
So
not a targeted attack.
okay. So I'm gonna say maybe make a perception check to see if you can find Ash through the shifting fog, because it's shifting, and if you get a glance of it, you jump at the opportunity
I'm
to cast.
willing
to
if you're worried
move.
about healing him, I can heal. Like,
Okay, yeah, I mean you can.
Well,
move
I
as
can
well.
just.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can-
can I
okay.
move closer to a point where I can see him just fine?
You'd have to get within 15 feet, and you're 60 feet away.
Yeah, I'll roll the perception. Is this my action though? This perception, or are you just having me roll this? Because I was gonna healing word him
and
and
letting you do the
Okay.
perception because you're about to fire off the spell, but if you can't see it, you're gonna change your mind, and I think that's okay.
Then I'm gonna move 20 feet up, roll the perception. Like just 20 feet closer.
Yep,
So
and
I
it's
have
a
15 feet of movement left.
straight perception. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
so 5, 10, 15 feet, you said?
20, just another 5.
20.
Yeah. So 20 feet. I'll have 15 left.
Okay.
And then the perception would be a 7 for 14.
No, you're not able to see him. Unfortunately, it seems like the creature itself is emitting a fog from the creature, causing where Ash is underneath it now to be even more obscured. Before you thought you had a bead on him, you know where he is, you just can't see him. Excuse me.
Interesting.
Excuse me.
You can get him, Nick. I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna.
You don't know that, you dirty little metagamer?
No. I'm just saying I'm not like I fucked up the perception. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm saying
Yeah.
Nick, if you can. But I'm just gonna take an arrow shot at him real
All
quick.
right, go ahead
So
and
I'll
make
take
one
the
at
attack
disadvantage.
action.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll fucking take those odds.
I'll say Titus
fuck that.
goes
That
to
one
look,
misses.
and he just like, I can't see Ash. Titus or Theric, if you have vision on him, help him. I think he's hurt.
Yeah.
That would be the role play of what went down.
Yeah. Gotcha. But 14, I don't think that hits.
Does not hit.
But I'll take a second shot because I can't.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're entitled to that. That's your D&D amendment right.
20, 21.
Yeah, that hits, of course. What do we live
Where's
in?
my D8?
Crazy.
Fuck, I gotta. So I'm doing 1d8 plus 6, 1d6 for the Giant's Might, and then an additional d4 from the glowstone.
Mm-hmm. Have fun.
Fucking 1, man. What the hell?
That's rough, man.
I roll. I
Dice-
swear
dice
this
today.
dice set I got in Sandusky is just all ones. I swear.
That's a problem.
Roll d4. 2, 7, 9, and
Honestly,
then
I
what
would
else?
buy a D20 that
D6.
was just all ones. That sounds hilarious.
I have a D20 that's all 20.
Hell yeah.
John gave it to me.
I did do that. It was a fun birthday present.
14, 14 normal damage.
Sounds great.
Whatever,
Piercing.
whatever it would be as an arrow.
Probably piercing.
Yeah, piercing. I guess. Yeah, it is piercing.
There we go. Yeah, I do know some things. You guys
And then
test me
how's-
way
how's-
more than the other group does. I don't know what's going on today. I'm just
And then how's he look after that shot?
fine.
Like
He's
still
hurt.
just kind of hurt?
Yeah, I mean this thing is tanky as shit. It's gigantic.
Then I'll use my bonus action to shoot another arrow real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
With War Priest.
Get the damage going.
Another one.
Because I'm okay healing wise. Fuck, another 14, man.
Does not hit.
It happens. Rough disadvantage.
Yeah. I was like, I have to roll above a 4 and I'll be fine. And I rolled two threes.
Man.
And then I think I'm fine where I am movement wise.
Sure.
Is there a chance that I could like move over 5 feet to be like on the rock face, maybe get like a
Sure.
little bit more cover?
Yep. You're athletic enough that doesn't need to be a roll.
Okay, sweet. And then that would be my turn.
You got it. Okay. So you're done. You're 14, 12.
You're done.
You're done. And I'm gonna run down real quick.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. She. Let's see. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit. Okay. All right. She's going to reach out and with her arm and she's going to go break him. And out of the ground, you see like these cracking arms of a creature start coming out of the ground. And she is going to summon some sort of undead.
Oh boy.
Probably more this guy.
That doesn't seem kosher.
Maybe not that guy.
Yeah, Ash is having a real rough 25 hours right now, man. It's kind of sucked, you know?
This will go at the same initiative as her, and it'll just go make a melee attack against the guy. It'll
Against the
make
dude.
2 melee attacks. That won't hit. That's off the table. That does hit. Man, that dice is on fire today. My God. So that's only going to be like 8 piercing and 2 necrotic. So 10 total. As this skeletal creature wields a sword, his big, great, long sword, it's like dragging out on the ground, then, and as it connects with the creature, the thing fades and goes into the ground for a second, and then catches itself, almost like it was about to go get sucked back into the ground. Anyway, moving on. Next up is Theric.
Eric is gonna jaunt his dwarven ass down to see if he can get
5,
within
10,
range
15,
to.
20,
I got 25, by the way.
25. You're
Can I
5,
see?
10, 15 feet. Oh, yeah. You're 15 feet. You
Okay.
can see him, right? No disadvantage.
Bonus action. I'm gonna hit him with a second level healing word,
Cool.
which is now in 2024 4d4
Cool.
plus 5.
Nice.
So I'm gonna roll that.
Ooh. That's a recharge, baby.
15 points of healing to Ash.
Uh-huh.
How much
Ash
was
is
that?
up. 15.
15.
You would have been lucky to get 5 from me, so
Yeah, I'll take what I can get, dude.
So
I'm
that was
not
my
saying
bonus
no.
action.
You would have been lucky to get 1 from me.
With my action,
Okay,
I'm
buddy.
going to Derek like grabs his holy symbol, and after he uses the white light of Coralon to bring Ash up, his eyes glow golden as he looks at the creature and says, "Cease this!" He's going to channel divinity, divine spark. I need that to make a Constitution saving.
Okay.
As Theric just shoots a fucking laser of radiant light at it.
27.
that's what we love.
What'd you get?
27.
Okay, yeah, that's a success. So he's
Okay.
gonna take half damage.
Okay. Like it bursts into him. This thing is very strong constitution wise. It is gigantic.
Yeah, I figured, but this was the best I had with an
Yeah,
action.
no, you're good. I'm just. Yeah.
That's gonna be
I saw the wind out of your sails there.
15 halved to 7 radiant damage.
Okay. It's still super cool and super cinematic. The thing is just able to tank it, and it shakes it off a bit like a dog would as it looks into you as the light energy pulses throughout this creature's body, more of its flesh falling to the ground, more of its bone being exposed. Its ethereal smoking energy coming out of it. The white eyes fade for a second and then hold fast. Oh, my lord. Yes, I said that hours ago, mother. Mother. I gotta know you're in for the night. Oh, good for you. Hey, Basuda. Here I'm getting done. You'll understand. Okay. Helicopter parent over. Moving on. What are we doing? What did you say? What's your name? Who are you, Cotton Eye Joe?
Theric just finished his turn.
Okay,
so
cool.
I think.
Oh, so now we're rolling the d4 again. Woohoo! Oh, cool.
Oh boy.
So that goes away. That
the ranged debuff.
the shifting shadows no longer obscure vision as they go fade away. Instead, giant necrotic lightning bolts hit the ground, creating necrotic zones. So I have to roll Maybe I'll have you guys roll for it. All right. So I'm gonna say we'll have one here. So on this block, that's gonna hit basically everybody. Over here, I want somebody to roll a d6 for me. Who wants to roll a d6 for me?
I got it. 3.
3. Nothing happens. All right. Over
Nice.
here,
Beautiful.
somebody roll a d6.
I got it. 4.
A 10-foot square of infused necrotic energy explodes in this area. Creatures starting their turn in this area must succeed a con saving throw or take 2d6 necrotic damage.
Fun.
Over here,
I got it.
John, I swear to God.
Kill him.
6.
Kill him now.
same deal. 10-foot square necrotic energy, con saving throw or take 2d6 at the start. So these two succeeded. This one failed from the necrotic zones that exploded out. But
I rolled a 22 on the save.
Well,
So
So
it's
is
not your
that-
turn yet,
No,
but
you don't have to do it yet.
sure, you got it. You don't
My
have to
bad.
take the damage now. You're good.
It's not half, it's just no damage.
It's no damage.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be on your turn.
Not bad.
He's excited. I enjoy that enthusiasm. All right, it's your turn.
Okay. Am I in the zone?
You are,
Outer
so you have to do a DC
I don't know, are
save.
you?
Yes. Here's Ori.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a save.
You
said
do.
it's con save.
Yes.
That is a lot.
You're probably fine
is
then.
18.
Yeah, you're good. You save. You take nothing.
I'm gonna walk out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk like, I don't know, 15 feet so that I'm kind of on that ledge next to my sister a little bit.
Okay. You're gonna
you
walk
walking
15 feet.
backwards
Well,
or
wait.
Oh.
Your sister's here, right? So.
Oh, never mind. That's Theric then. So,
Well,
like, a
yes,
little
this
bit
is
on that
Theric.
edge.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically walk up kind of next to him.
Okie doke. 5, 10, 15.
God. Does Theric look like Ori's sister?
No.
No,
This is
no,
a
I did
Not
dwarf.
at all.
I didn't see the positioning.
Yeah, and
earlier.
that's Paladin.
What are you inferring, Ryan?
Because that might change Revenant's unrequited crush.
I already told you she looks like me without my mask.
Which has its own weird implications.
Now,
Yeah.
He's just androgynous. That's all he's saying.
My first one is gonna be a 20,
Hits. Yeah, of course.
and then 2 attacks. And then the second attack is gonna be disgusting, 29.
Yeah, both hit. So you go down the stones. You begin firing off into the creature as you guys are starting to gain some advantage on it.
So the first one is 10 piercing and 3 radiant,
10 piercing, 3 radiant. Sure. That's legal.
and
All right.
then 7 piercing, 4 radiant.
7 and 4. Okay, very good. It's taking damage. It's taking damage. You guys are whittling it down. As it
And then that'll
gets hit off this. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Legendary action time, baby!
I love those.
It is going to take
boy.
a multi-attack against Revenant.
Damn.
Damn indeed.
That's what you
Bucko.
get for liking Ori's sister.
All right, what is happening?
my armor class is 20.
Okay, that's a 26. That's a nat 20.
Silvery barbs.
And that's a 12. God, no! No! You're unconscious on the
I can
ground.
fucking.
I got him back
You
up.
I know, no,
subjected
I know,
me
I know.
to
I'm
this.
teasing.
I'm
I'm
going to
completely
get people
teasing.
out of it.
I'm completely teasing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm being a DM that is unhappy that I rolled a nat 20 and I don't have it anymore. Everybody be stealing my nat 20.
Oh, I've been there.
I got hit with 3 crits. I'm gonna make sure no one else gets hit with one if I
Yep.
can help.
So as you're about to come down for a hard crit, you're like, no, pocket sand. And then just
Yeah.
you stagger it for a 26 and 25 instead. So 26, did I say 26, 25, and 13 are the attack rolls.
Yeah, 2 hits. 2 hits.
Okay. So I need you to make 2 con saving throws. Or actually,
Am I
Damn.
still?
So after
no,
you,
it's 1 con saving throw and 1 strength saving throw. Excuse me.
Am I still blessed?
Should be.
Yes.
Yes, you should. Theric has yet to take damage, so he doesn't have to make concentration check.
13 plus 3 plus 7 for a 23 on the con.
Cool. Now make a strength.
Natural 20
You're good.
plus,
You're good. A joke. You're
plus 12
like,
for a 33.
I fear nothing, and your tail couldn't knock down the winds.
I imagine I still take damage though, right?
Oh yeah, you're taking 24 piercing damage from the bite as it does a Cerberus bite out of you. And then the other one is 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 bludgeoning damage. So it bites.
Aren't these
Hey,
half?
hang on,
Because it's,
hang on. Yeah, that was half.
Yeah, but say it should be half.
No, no. Why would it be halved?
I have resistance for my
Oh
teleport.
yeah.
because it has not
There you
hit
go.
my
Yeah,
You're
it's all
good.
damage
Yeah.
until the
You
start
do
of the
have
turn.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the saving throws were something different. That's why I got confused.
Yeah. I was just referring to because
Yes,
he teleported.
correct. You're absolutely correct. He did do that.
What was the first set of damage?
24, I thought.
24.
24
Yeah.
and then 15.
So that's 12 and 15 divided by 2.
Q. And then it is the Revenant's turn right after that. Nice. Look at all the focus on him. Look at me. I'm the main character.
If I was the main character, I would hit my fucking rapier.
He's manifesting.
Lord. Oh, that's bad news for that guy.
Uh-oh.
That's a 24 to hit.
You betcha. That hits.
Actually, that's more than 24. Anyway, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 6 psychic damage once I figure out which one of my dice is an 8. That's another 7 psychic damage.
Ooh,
But-
7 psychic damage. That's
Yeah, but
That's
since I've
doubled.
drawn blood with my rapier, that means I got Vex on it.
woohoo. So that was just psychic damage, or is there anything else?
That's just 7 psychic damage.
Perfect.
But my extra
Yeah.
attack is at super
With-
advantage.
He can see it's his packed weapon, so he can.
Yeah. He can
choose.
change the damage type. I remember all that. Just making sure. Yep. I was making sure I didn't hear anything when I had to turn the air conditioning on. It's getting hot in here.
Getting on his.
Yeah, my
pressure's getting
PC
to
is
him.
going crazy.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, of course.
And
No,
that's
you
gonna be
stub
another-
your toe.
And then bonus action. How hurt does this thing look?
It's looking
'Cause
rough,
I might smite.
but it's still got a ways to go.
Kill him. Kill him now.
I am going to do a different type of smite that you guys have not seen before.
Uh-oh.
Additionally, I am going to, with this hit, I'm going to deal Shining Smite. As a bonus action, I take immediately after hitting a creature. The creature takes 2d6 radiant, as well as sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius. So attack rolls against it have advantage, and it can't benefit from the invisible condition.
That's it.
That's awesome.
It is
Yeah.
it's fairy fired.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually. So, 3 plus.
Revenant finally connecting with his shots. He rears back to the smite and hits this beautiful explosion of light on the creature. The mist now receding away from it. Even when it's emanating from it, it's like getting pushed, almost like there's a fan pushing it, repelling it, maybe magnetically away. And you guys can clearly see the vestige of this monster.
That's 9 psychic damage, and
Okay.
then an additional 9 radiant.
Ooh! We've hit a damage threshold, baby.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That's
That's a scary thing to hear, but also interesting. I love game mechanics.
Soon as you hear it now, it's starting to look real rough as this smite goes through and the lights out, and you see all of a sudden it begins picking up. The whistling kind of is lulling us into a sleep here, but this is where the tempo would be going faster of the tension and the worry from the crew as it howls this horrible roar of pain, and it slams both of its claws into the ground, shaking the ground. All of a sudden, these little lights, like it's almost like a cloud forming above your head. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's like radiant divine light. I need everybody to give me dex saving throws as all of a sudden there's 1, 2, 3. These little pillars of light start hitting down on people.
Am I within
11.
like 10 feet of Revenant?
Yes, you're within 10
Yeah,
feet
you're
of
like right
Revenant.
next to me, right?
Yay, I
what?
get
This
the
is-
bonus.
This is Ash.
Well, it's not
This
gonna
is
matter for
Revenant.
Derek.
Oh, Revenant's there.
Ari's sister looks like she gets it as well. Unless,
Okay.
well,
What?
Oh no, that's
I'm not-
she's
that's,
a
What?
paladin.
She's here.
no, that's her summoned creature.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a summon guy.
Yeah.
The summon
yes,
guy gets
yes,
it.
yes, he does. Okay.
All right.
14.
Fail.
I rolled low.
16.
Fail.
I'm gonna
I
re-roll
actually
that
got a 18 from Ash. That's
Save.
good.
I got a 6.
Fail.
That's a 12 for Big Dog Revenant.
Fail. The the Skelly actually rolled a natural 18. plus
Nice.
plus what, like 3?
Plus 4.
4.
4 from the thing. Yeah, so that's a 22 for Skelly. Saves. So everybody who saved takes 0 damage. Everybody who didn't takes 10 radiant damage.
Okay, I gotta make a Constitution saving throw for Bless.
Did everybody get all their rolls in?
Okay, I succeed.
Adam, did I
And
get
because
yours?
11, I failed. I took the
Okay,
damage.
okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't roll
And
hers.
then on the
She failed as well. So she takes 12.
Is she a paladin? Does she have aura protection? Because whatever her
She does not have aura protection.
charisma is.
She does not have aura
Uh-oh.
protection. That's what one of the many things I was looking up as soon as it started, when you guys were like, oh, he's looking at the wolf things. I was like, why isn't this in her stat block? She's a paladin. What the fuck?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Anyway. Cool. Near. It's your turn.
I rolled a 24 for the necrotic layer action.
Oh, nice. You're good.
Con save.
You take nothing.
Is it like lingering there? So like if I end
Yes.
my turn, or should I?
Yes, if
does
you
it
stay
feel like I
there,
should
you'll
move?
do it
Okay.
again. Yep.
All right, so I'm just gonna move out of the area, just kind of. Oh yeah, right there. That. And then can he give me a intelligence saving throw?
Ooh, sure. That's a natural 16.
Is it positive? Is it minus?
No, nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, okay. Then he just passes. That's what I was.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna take half damage then of
Okey-doke.
3d8
Ooh. 3-8.
psychic.
Ooh, that's super effective. So he just takes normal damage.
20. Rolled really well.
Beautiful. As you deal damage, you see it howls back again. Everybody give me dex saving throws.
He's in the silence.
It's silence.
He's in silence. He can't.
He's not casting it per se. It's just like an ability reaction.
No sound waves can come out.
Well, no, but it's the Dex thing. It's not his. I don't think it's him. Like
He's not casting anything. So even like
But you said howl, so
He is
hearing it?
howling.
Like what is effect?
like,
that was more
he's
just like
doing that for flavor because he's
Yeah.
getting hit. But
yeah,
like,
it's
it's
kind
just
of
triggering
you know
the
the,
damage effect.
the staggering when you punch something. It wasn't.
Okay, I thought it. Sorry, I was. Looking
No,
at something else.
worries.
thought it
But
was
I
the
also don't
howl
want
that
to take
you
the
did at
steam out
beginning.
of like your silence spell that you're putting there. But that's not the intention.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. No. This is
And-
now. What we're picking up now is every time you hit it, a wave of pillars comes out, and everybody has to make a DC dex saving throw. We're turning up the heat as we're getting towards the finale.
Is
25.
Bless
Save.
still a thing for Derek?
Yes.
Yeah, Bless is still up from Theric. I got a 10.
Fail. Take 10. Oh, wow, she
I got a
failed again.
14.
Fail. Take 10.
Oh,
Skelly.
18.
Pass. 18 is the pass. Skelly failed.
Damn. Skelly.
Bless is dropped.
Skelly is destroyed.
Skelly, no.
To the sweet abyss.
And I take another 10.
I fail, so I'm taking 10.
Mm-hmm. Okie doke. Anything else near?
Nope.
Okie doke.
Was it half on a success?
It's 0. You don't take any damage.
Okay, sweet.
This is actually unintentionally, this was made prior, unintentionally kind of like the mechanics from Claire. If you dodge, you take no damage. Very beautiful.
Yep.
It's here. It's my personality for at least a month. All right. Ash, it's your turn.
it's his turn.
Sure, so it is.
It's his turn.
So it is.
I would love to go, but it's his.
Okay, it is his turn. He did recharge his breath attack, but he is silent. How is that intelligence thing working on him? Right, he can't move, and
No, that was only for my turn.
it was only for one turn. Okay, I wanted to double check.
Turn, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What would he do in his desperation stage, as he is looking real rough?
Maybe you do have what it takes. Maybe this isn't a lost cause.
You hear ethereally from the cliffs.
Ash and Revenant hear nothing. We're in the void. We're in the silence over here. We're just like fighting for our lives.
I'm going to try to move out with it. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Passively,
Ooh, is that?
give me, I think it's going to be Dex again. Because it's so large, you're trying not to get crushed. So you're within 5 feet as it walks by you. I'm going to call that a Dex saving throw from Ash. Because it's coming down from these rocks.
These dex saves while I'm on the ground, man. These suck.
You're just rolling like Indiana Jones back
I'm
and
just tired
forth.
of deck saves.
Yeah.
And
when I'm prone,
these
prone,
two.
they're disadvantaged,
So that would be
right?
Ori and Theric. So all your decks.
I got a 9.
That's a fail.
Oh no, I don't have. Oh, I don't have disadvantage.
Take 5
Never
bludgeoning.
mind.
Just on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. 25.
Save. You take nothing.
24.
Take nothing. Revenant.
8?
You're mute. 8. You take 5.
Yeah.
5 bludgeoning.
8.
As it comes up and it looks at Ore, and it is then going to do its breath attack. It's gonna Howl of Ruin because it left the silence, right? Because that's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Or how big is the silence bigger than that?
Yeah, no, it would just be over there. I didn't want to silence the casters.
So that is I'm gonna need yes. Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 15.
All right, he failed, so he cannot do an attack action. He has to choose a different action to do.
Oh, look at this! As a
pretty
howl
big.
is curling up and everyone's getting ready for psychic explosion, Nier's stops him first from the silence bubble, causes him to reposition, and as it's about to go out, Nier goes, no. You can see the aura off him with your witch sight, and you cast something under your breath, however you would like to flavor it, and all of a sudden, as the howl goes out, it's almost like choking on a sneeze. It goes back in, and the creature's white eyes like retract a little bit. They become little pinholes in shock at this counter. So it can't
I have a
attack.
question.
he could take the dash, dodge, or disengage action. Those are his remaining ones. It's whenever he takes one of those 4, attack in those.
So I
3, he has
guess
to do one of the
it'll
other ones.
dash, and I'm just gonna walk it back and forth for its movement to cause more dex saving throws to not be crushed.
Okay.
I do have something.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he leaves Theric's
Yeah.
melee range,
Yeah.
part of Warcaster is I can make spells as opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
can
try and
do
hit him with
that.
a second level.
Second level
So
what?
actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna use that. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm
Also,
just not gonna do
does
that.
Revenant get an AOO when it left?
He should have. That's what I was. I didn't hear him unless you burned your reaction. Revenant should have did an attack of opportunity.
I think I still do have my reaction.
Then yeah, take your attack of opportunity as it was going.
Do I want to?
I was about to say that's gonna trigger another deck save for everyone. Do we want to do that?
Oh, good point.
I mean, we gotta
actually,
kill this guy.
That is a
we
good
gotta
point.
kill this guy. I don't think there's a diplomatic solution to this combat. Hot take.
Yeah,
Sure,
just
that's
dump damage into it.
Oh
Yeah, do what you want.
no, I'm not worried about the diplomacy of it.
I know. I'm just saying we have to. We have to hit him at some point. Like we.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's looking at his other stuff to be able to do more damage than possibly just attacking.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes, so it is your choice. You cannot opportunity attack. That is part of being a player.
Yeah, I'm gonna not.
Okay, cool. All right, so it's gonna walk out of range. Are you gonna do your spell thing for Warcaster or no?
No, because it's a con save, and I know it's gonna pass that shit.
Okay, so it's got 60 feet of movement with its dash. So it's gonna go 5, 10, turn around, 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So let's do, she does 2 sets of deck saves. Everybody else down here, 1 set of deck saves. Near and Titus, with their excellent positioning, don't have to deal with this shit.
Let's go.
But there
Drew
is
from-
one deck
That's
save.
a fail, so she gets beat
Ugh,
up and trampled a
whoa.
bit.
It's 5 damage, right?
And that's a nat 20 for her. She's good. Yes, it's just 5
I'm
bludgeoning.
just gonna take this. Okay.
But as you see,
I got a
this
2.
is a war of attrition that's currently happening. All these
20 on
little
Ash's
jabs,
part.
death by 1,000 cuts from this creature.
22.
Save, take nothing.
Yeah, I did not realize earlier that being prone does not give you disadvantage on decks, so I should have.
No, it doesn't.
Roll a bit better on other ones, but it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
My
We
deck
move.
is like a 25.
you're fine. Take
Nice.
nothing. All right, it's going to
I do
walk
need
back
to make
another
concentration, so-
5, 10, 15, 20. That will be our 60 feet. I'll have everybody do another round of deck saves down here.
Oh,
Same
17
group.
plus a lot.
15. 15.
Fail. You'll take another 5.
I only got a 12, so I'll take 5.
Take
Stuck
5.
in the fucking building. I mean,
It's
I'm
literally
on the
doing-
beach that just beats you up.
It's doing what horses are taught to do, you know, like when they're in that display and they're like putting their horse oh my god, what do they call the hooves? The hooves down. Which I heard, please correct me, I heard this on bullshit internet nonsense. So I would love if anybody else has insight. But what I heard from that, you know, the equestrian, when they're doing that, that was actually something back in the day of war. They would have their horses do that to crush the skulls of the things they trampled, of the soldiers and infantry they trampled. That's the reason, the origin of what that is. And then it just sort of stuck, you know,
Jesus.
as years have gone on in equestrian. Is that actually true? I have no idea, but it sounds plausible.
Makes
All
sense.
right.
And
That's metal as fuck.
and it's honestly kind of dark when you get the like, oh, look at them going. Oh, they're so pretty, when it's actually like built-in warfare, which would again track for like these were totally displays back in the day of these competitions and stuff. Anyway, that's what it's doing as it's attempting to crush all of you to death. That's the end of its turn. A big save on damage and a clutch play by Nier. That gets us to Ash.
I think
Okay,
I
so
do
let's
owe you
talk
a
Ash's
concentration
experience
save,
to this combat for a minute.
Everyone has
So
one,
Ash-
buddy.
Ash, yeah. So no. I'm talking just narratively here.
Yeah, yeah.
To paint what I'm about to do.
Yep.
So Ash is sitting there for a minute. He casts his first spell on Nier, and then he just starts falling down in his own mind the rabbit hole of like every worst experience he's ever had,
Mhm.
and he just gets lost in that where he doesn't. It just goes black eventually. He doesn't even realize it until the next thing he realizes is he looks up and he sees this guy about to just launch on Revenant, and throws out his silvery barbs to like make him mess up, and he's then at this point clocking, oh, everything is really quiet for some reason. That's weird. And then all of a sudden, this guy starts trampling around, and there's these giant light pillars going everywhere. So he's just rolling all over on the floor still, because he's been prone for the past whole round of like 5 deck saves. He's just rolling like a madman down there.
Beautiful picture.
And he finally, he catches his breath. This thing is walked away for a moment. And so he uses 15 feet, gets himself off the ground. He stands up.
Yep.
He sees this guy, and he's like, all right, well, if the other way didn't work, and he sees this guy's really large. He thinks that to himself, he's still in the silence, he can't say anything. I'm gonna walk 15 feet, I want to get right next to him. I'm getting up next to this guy. And he's going to sit there, and he's just like, well, let's see how much he likes fighting something his own size. Ash is vaguely aware of what a spindly fingers is, and he knows he can't approximate that, but he does know he can approximate a dinosaur.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast polymorph, and I'm turning into a T-Rex.
I'm
having a kaiju fight with this guy.
This was always bound to happen.
It was. You really only decided it when I had 5 health left as the wizard. It's like, all right.
I gotta get
Do or
more
die,
HP
man. Do or
Yeah,
die.
I gotta get my HP built up.
You're just gonna get mauled in T-Rex form now.
Fine, I'll take it. At least it eats HP. But so you see Ash kind of like throws his hands up, and you see
What
all
is
those,
that? Holy shit!
Centaur. It's a centaur.
Oh, it's the reverse.
It's a reverse centaur.
It's a reverse centaur. Oh,
the first centaur that Reed is maybe okay with existing in Zenya.
No, I am not. Anyway, moving on. Yes.
Yeah, the bastardized centaurs.
But yeah, you see Ash throw his hands up, and he starts weaving all those green strands you've seen him use before, and he just weaves it into this giant ethereal green T-Rex. I'd like to munch on the guy a little.
Go for it.
I'm gonna
at advantage. I did save my shining smite concentration check.
This is true. So the T-Rex.
As noted, you might not have been able to silvery barbs because you probably were in the silence, but I'm also allowing it. I'm going to say the silence.
I was putting it right at the edge.
Exactly.
So like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm for sure
that's fair.
Nier would have probably been putting it only affecting the creature. So that was my assumption as well.
Yeah, I figured the silence was like 20 feet above at the head of the creature.
Yeah. All that works perfectly.
So
but from John's narrative there, that didn't check out.
Yeah. No, absolutely
but we're all good.
right. Absolutely
it's still
right.
fine. It's still fine.
Yeah.
Do you have an action to attack?
You're right. I don't think I do. So he's just going to be a big T-Rex.
Nice. Excellent.
Because it's an action to attack, and I use an action to cast. So
now he is T-Rex sized, and this is still how big this fucking thing is. I want.
Yeah, this guy's still large, but it's close.
I like the idea that he's just gonna horse kick you into the mist, but we'll see.
I can take it.
Oh yeah, you want to? It's gone.
And then he's gonna do the little equestrian stomping.
Dressage, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Thank you.
I think so.
Nice. Okay, Titus.
Yeah, I'm gonna be smart and use my second wind.
Okay.
Just because.
Why not?
Where's my D10? Is it still? No, it's out. There it is. If I roll another one again, my hand's going through my monitor.
You could probably use your Dragon Punch in this guy.
I
already
told
used
you
it for the day.
Used it on the multi-champion.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that.
No, I didn't use it, guys. I still have it. Right?
Nope.
I actually gained a good amount of HP. I rolled a 9, which is great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
No one's like down or anything, right?
No, everyone's just really close to death.
yet.
What's
And I'm
very
gonna shoot it.
likely?
I'm gonna shoot
Yeah.
it.
What's very likely is everybody will start going down immediately at the same time. Is currently what it seems to me from the DM point of view.
Sounds gorgeous. I'm gonna shoot it.
It's gonna go real quick from everything's okay to oh fuck, everything's fucked to in one round of bad saves, and I'm a little terrified. But
Wait,
I think we're all right.
I'm assuming it's not at disadvantage anymore.
No, that's over. That was a.
Too bad. I rolled another 3.
Oh, and you didn't
have
move.
advantage.
You didn't move, right? So you also have to. You'd save the con for your turn when it started. So
Right.
if you don't move, you'll have to do that again.
No, yeah. I'm aware.
Okay.
So I missed the first shot because it'd be a
Okay.
14.
Sure.
You do have advantage.
Wait, I have advantage.
Oh, you do because the guy's
Yeah.
still under the effects
Glowing.
of whatever.
Glowing.
Oh, because
yes.
I did roll it twice because I wasn't sure on the disadvantage. Then that's a 25.
There you go. That hits. No matter what this torch says, it's going over here for whatever reason. Light. He would be glowing.
Nice.
Fucking
Tailspire, baby.
8.
We're still in beta after 15 years, so be easy on us.
We're trying.
So that's 12 damage on the first arrow, and the second arrow to hit
Everyone
is
make
20.
dex saving throws.
I'm still near Revenant, right? I think I am. I'm right there.
Yeah.
I don't need to make one, right? Because I'm
Yes,
good.
you do.
Okay.
Nope.
We're making deck saves.
Yes, every time the creature is hit,
Oh, that's right.
the
yeah,
lights
that's right, that's right.
light pillars come down and hit you with radiant damage.
15. 15.
13.
Wait, what was it? Yes, fails.
2d. Wait, what was it?
Natural 1 for a 9.
Oh,
Fail.
plus 8. Damn.
That's a 14 for Revenant.
Fail. This
18.
is
How much damage?
what'd you say? What'd you roll?
18.
Save.
17 from T-Rex.
Save. Okay, 10 damage,
15 a
10
failure?
radiant to everybody who failed, 0 to anybody who didn't. And then how much damage was that originally, Adam?
12.
Thank you.
And it wasn't radiant or anything. It was just piercing.
Yep, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna I'll probably take my movement now and then take the other shot. See if I can get a better spot.
Okay. Where are you going?
I kind of want to cross the canyon it is, and maybe try to get like up top, like
This way?
right there. Yeah.
All right, give me an
right
athletics
there.
check if you want to jump and use less movement to get over.
Oh. And because I have Giant's Might, I'm gonna get advantage on that.
Sure.
I rolled an 8 and a 9 for a 13.
Okay, you stick it. It's not as graceful or cool as you might have wanted, but that's enough to jump the gap. You stick the landing and only burn 5 feet of movement to get all the way over there.
Got it. And I'll take my second shot now.
Okie doke.
I still get the advantage.
Yeah, it's still glowing as far as I know.
Oh, I should.
19?
I did fail. Hang on, I need to make a concentration.
Oh, okay.
I made it. I saved
You're
it.
good. Yep. 19 hits.
So you still have advantage.
Yeah.
So see if you crit.
Yeah.
2. Where's my 8? 7. 12 plus 6. 16.
16 damage. I need everybody to give me a different kind of save. We've hit another threshold. As it's looking real rough.
Please, wisdom.
Gonna be like int or some shit.
Wisdom saving throw, baby.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Thank God. 22.
Save.
Dice be good to me.
That's only a 9.
That's an 8.
Revenant.
So wait.
14.
Okay. Everything less than 60. The DC is 16. You are
I'm fucked.
Oh, I barely pass.
everybody less than that is for the next turn under the slow spell condition.
Ooh. Rough.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a bad one.
-2
Brutal.
penalty to AC and Dex saving throws. Can't use reactions. It can either use an action or a bonus action, not both, on your turn. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or range attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll d20. An 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted. Cool. It's just for 1 turn, 1 round. So that's that. And it can't stack. You did that. It is looking really, really rough. Okay. So that was Titus. Cool. Anything
All
else?
right, sister.
Do you want action? Oh, did I skip her? No, not yet. Oh, but she does have
No,
to
she
make
does.
saves.
Yeah.
She got to make some saves. So she takes
Do I want to
10.
action?
She messed that up. She saved that one. So she's looking rough.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna action surge just
So
because.
then she saves. Woohoo! She ain't slowed, bitches. She's been feeling the shit out of her rolls. Okay, cool. It is her turn. She's gonna smite, smite. Let's see. Where's her little cheat sheet? Um. Oh, what the fuck? She does have an aura of protection. Son of a bitch.
I was literally about to message you. If she's at least a level 6 paladin, she has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was being weird. She definitely does. It's +7 to all saving throws for all her allies within 10 feet. So that fucks everything up.
Oh.
Let's pretend it wasn't working for some reason. And now
You
it
just
is.
turned it on.
Wow! I'm pissed.
These guys are my allies.
Including my brother that's been getting smacked around real hard. All right. Yeah, she'll take 2 attacks against it. First one's gonna miss. And next one looks like it's gonna hit. Yeah, that hits. Cool. So that is going to be 2d6. And everybody who isn't slowed, give me another roll for the slow effect. Everybody that's already slowed can't be slowed again. You
Oh,
don't have to worry
boy.
about this.
I've always
Nope.
been slow.
Ashes,
16.
Ashes, T-Rex. Or Ashes Slug. T-Rex, Ashes Slug.
Okay, and 16 is the DC. Meets it, beats it.
Let's go. Theric is not slowed.
2D. Look at what you wish. You're failing all these, and you're just like, give me wisdom. You get wisdom. I'm the only one winning. Ha ha! Fuck my team.
It's the difference between a -1 and a +8.
Oh my god, that's massive. So she does. Let's see. This is 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 slashing, and then her smite is going to be +7, so a total of 17 damage. Okay. We're getting close, baby. It's going side to
Down
side.
the
It's
wire.
teetering. It's bones. You can see the cracks inside glowing as more and more radiant damage gets in it from all these paladins smiting the shit out of it. Oh, she had advantage. Wait a minute. The other one hits because she had advantage. That would be a 23. So we get another roll. Another roll of the dice, folks. Ooh, that's pretty good. 11 plus, that's 15. Plus 8, that's 23. Ooh, it's at death's door. Nice. Everybody who is not slowed, give me a saving throw against slow. Oh, and she has to do another one.
22.
Cool. Who hasn't been slowed?
There.
It's just me.
Yeah,
Just
just you,
you.
boss. You're
There,
fine. You're
Son
alive.
of a bitch. Okay.
My mental fortitude.
Yeah.
18
T-Rex actual rolled a 2 on that last one.
and 17 for Ray. So she saves on both. The thing is teetering. It's on its last limbs. It's at death's door. Theric. Wow, Theric! It's your move. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Action.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. I need a
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
God damn it! All right, well, I think it takes half damage.
Okay.
No, it's a cantrip. It takes no damage. Never mind.
Oh, well, you fucked
Never
it up.
mind. I lied.
Everything was super cool. Theric's like, friends! You see them all moving slowly as their bodies are just going through this molasses of fabric of reality. And you're like, I have this! Burn! As the thing is teetering. And it just
is part of
kinda-
slow that they can't take reactions.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're
fuck.
slowed, you can't take reactions.
Yep.
And you,
Very unfortunate.
does it look like Auray is slowed?
She is not. Remember? She passed the 2.
I'm going
Well,
to
4 total.
first level healing word on her.
Okay.
It'd be like, kill the beast! And have her make a reaction attack against
How much
She
you
says,
heal,
Don't
heal
tell
her
me what
for?
to do.
I heal her for, I'm just gonna roll in D&D.
Beyond.
9 points.
Okay. And I'm not fucking doing this. You're gonna roll.
Okay. I'll take that.
You're gonna do her attack roll for me. So roll a d20.
Alright. 16.
16. Add 10.
Plus whatever she gets. Alright, 26.
26. Now we're gonna roll damage. You're gonna roll damage.
D8 slashing?
Would it be worth rolling just to see if he crits? Because I think she has advantage from.
She does have advantage,
The other
so yeah,
flanking.
you're right, because it's still glowing. Yep.
I did crit.
Just like that, baby.
Okay. I need you to roll 2d6 and then add 4,
Okay.
but double the 2d6.
Okay.
Does she have the
Alright.
savage
9, 18, 22.
With 9 HP left, how would you like to do this?
So Theric heals her, and she's got this green energy business going on, and it mixes with the white-yellow radiant glow of Coralon, as she like just jumps up off of a rock, and just with the slash is super quick, and the head is off.
Collapses to the ground as she's heavy breathing, and there's just so much malice and hate in her face as the thing dissolves and the mist begins to fade away. Let me go to my notes real quick.
That was a really cool fight.
Oh, good.
That was a
I'm
really
glad
cool
you
fight.
liked
I
it.
liked it.
It didn't feel
Yeah, that
intense.
was fun. That
I
was
feel
fun.
like because of the music, it was putting me to sleep.
No, it was
Okay.
fun. It was a nice
Good.
encounter. It didn't
I
feel like
love the imagery of the pillars of light specifically. That phase was
that was
really
cool.
cool from a
Yay.
visual perspective.
Yay. Good. Good. I tried to make them
I'm glad
fun.
we hit the slow threshold.
Okay. All right.
I never expected this. What an excellent outcome. You are ready.
As the white-eyed stranger appears next to Ori and Oray, and he puts his hands forward on both their heads, and Ori, you begin to see a vision.
Yeah.
Lock in.
You all of a sudden see this massive cage full of all these different chains up above at the bottom of some ravine as it begins to zoom in closer and closer on this cage. It is not visible of what's inside, but you can see the door itself is slowly peeling away, and you get just the tiniest glance inside that door, and you can see the white eyes of something much more evil and sinister in there as it tries to reach out and grab and pull you in. In that moment, you feel terror as you pull back the tiniest bit, and you know this cage. This is the cage of the 7 wards. And there is only one ward remaining on it. You don't know how you know that, in the sense of its name. On the cage, you can see literal wards, each of them being worn away. The ward itself is the exact symbology of what Oray was standing on when all this started. Just as you're about to put that together, you hear,
Time is up.
Oh.
you're pulled back. You standing there next to Oray, the mist begins to fade away, and instead of the white-eyed stranger there's a different apparition floating. Oray pulls out what looks to be a compass, now glowing with an arrow pointing in a direction, toward Pink. Floating, you see an apparition in what looks to be like the garbs of a follower of the Raven Queen. She looks familiar, but you're not sure why she's familiar to you or I. Cerelia speaks, looking at both of you. Please come inside. There is much to talk about, my descendants. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Ooh.
I know what that's about.
Hell yeah.
I like it. I like the combat to get us kind of into the flow of things. It made life like a lot easier remembering all the bullshit I had.
Woohoo! Well, session over. Hope everybody had fun.
Yeah, it was great.
That's good combat.
It's good to be back.